In a world where content is limitless, two dudes forge an unbreakable bond to become a part of something larger than themselves by creating a podcast unlike nothing the world has ever heard. Time is running out, and all hope will soon be lost. Their content could hold the key to fight against the darkness. No matter how many podcasts the people have listened to, they haven't heard us. Not Us United. This is going to be a really intense movie draft, I think.
Yeah. I'm excited. You're excited.
Yes.
We have our special guest. Kenzie's excited.
I'm straight up worried. Like,
Yes.
oh, I don't know.
It's weirdly competitive yet fun, and so I think you're going to have a great time tonight, but also maybe be a little worried.
My perspective is I just pick movies I like, and then everyone hates my list. So
Yes.
Awesome.
You've won 1 week.
yes. Oh, I've won last week or last month. Have we
Yes.
officially
That's
announced that?
the official.
No.
I've won 2. You've won 1. Or 2. Is it 2 and 2?
I think we tied on the first one. On the very first draft we did, I think we tied.
Oh, yeah, because I think we only had 2 people vote.
Oh, Jesus.
Your wife and my girlfriend.
That is correct. Yeah. Okay. So it's 2 to 1 to 1.
You've won twice. Yeah, 2, 1, and then tie. Yeah. And then hey, maybe Kenzie will get this dub this time.
Maybe so. I will say, every time he's told me the list, he'd be like, okay, these are the 3 lists. I've always picked yours.
I know.
I really have.
So that makes me slightly nervous because
Yeah.
we have similar taste
Well,
in movies.
you did pick mine the one year I did 3 Billboards.
Oh, yeah. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
That one.
Ooh,
But I got
yeah.
that. I got the
That's so
hereditary vote. That one.
You did get the
Yeah.
basically like
And the second I
one-
heard Daddy's Home, I was like, that was Jake.
Yeah.
That had to be Jake.
Oh, Jake. Sweet Jake.
Sweet
Jake,
Jake.
who's listening to this, God bless you, buddy.
Yeah.
I
Daddy's
love
home.
you. I miss
Daddy's
you.
home too. Great pick.
No.
He was very confident in that pick, and I was like, you know what? It must be that good because Jake wouldn't have said it.
I
if it
voted
wasn't
for
that
his
good.
list just because of that.
God bless him. God bless him.
The confidence of Daddy's home too. I love it.
It's great. All right.
Well, do we need to go and say what we're doing? What year are we doing? 2016.
This is 2016.
What am I saying?
Yes. We've worked our way back from 2019. This is our 5th draft. 2016. Or do I not know math?
I think it's our 4th draft. 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. That's 4.
Oh, well, then we couldn't have had 2, 1, and 1. How have I won 2 and you won 1? And
Are we
did
talking about
1?
the right year? Yeah,
What
we
is
did.
going on?
We did 2019 first, then 2018, no 2017, now 2016.
Okay. So I've won 2 and you've won 1 and we didn't tie. Because you were sure that I won 2.
Maybe you won the first one. I don't know.
Maybe
This
it's
isn't
1,
important.
1, and
This
1.
isn't important right now.
It's fine.
We don't need to know
It's
who
fine.
won, even though it was Nick. We don't need to
Yep.
know who won.
Okay.
What were you guys doing in 2016?
Yes, let's discuss what was happening during 2016 first.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened in 2016 for you?
Oh, vaguely, yes.
Oh, by the way, this is my sister, Kenzie. Sorry.
Oh, that's who she is.
People should know.
Michael,
Hey,
I
Kens.
see you every week.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
Unreal. 2016, I
Yes.
was, I started my senior year in college.
Dang.
So I feel like I was a little less into the movies because I was more into school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, 2017 was my year, so screw you for not inviting me to that one.
That was the year.
That was my awakening.
She was a big Call Me By Your Name Lady Bird fan.
Huge.
Oh, Lady Bird.
She would have given us some good
Huge.
commentary on those, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that
And
someone
I
else
was
has
just
seen Lady Bird.
upstairs, so
Bummer.
it's no big deal.
I'm so sorry.
Obviously,
sorry.
I'm over it, so.
Mistakes were made.
Anyway, no, when I first was told 2016, I was like, oh, dang it. But then the more I looked, I was like, oh, wait,
Mm-hmm.
there's some good stuff in this year.
There's some bangers in this
There's
year.
some bangers, and some of them, like, lesser appreciated than they should be.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so it's great to be here.
Good.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
In 2016, I don't remember what I was doing.
Well, you lived here.
Yeah, I was...
Working
I
at
think I
Rings?
was... No, I think I was still working in college ministry at the time at the University of Iowa.
Go Hawks.
Yep, go Hawks. And this would have been my last full year because then I would have taken my new job in 2017. And that's
Working.
when we would have moved and all that stuff. So this was kind of like the calm before the new storm,
Word.
which was planting a church and moving and doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, the storm.
The storm. A beautiful storm, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was entering in the fall of 2016. I was entering my junior year of college. I was in Arizona, repping. I'm repping my school shirt right now. Go Lumberjacks!
No way.
Have I not told anyone? Yeah, we are the Lumberjacks
Okay.
because we are in the forest. We're in the largest continuous ponderosa pine tree forest in the world.
Hey.
Congrats. Also, go Hawks.
Also, go Jacks!
Go Jacks.
Go Jacks! Whenever we scored a touchdown, which was not a lot.
Everyone would eat a whole Jack's pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Our lumberjack would come out with a chainsaw and cut off a ring of a tree and like write the score on the cut of the tree.
Nice. That's the most badass thing and the worst thing
A little bit
for trees.
insensitive, yeah.
They also planted a tree every time they scored a touchdown.
Okay, thank God. Okay,
So they took one out and put one back.
fair enough. These are the best lumberjacks ever. Fair enough.
His name was Louis the Lumberjack.
Louis the lumberjack. Okay, got it.
You got to. We were nationwide recognized as a lumberjacker, like competitive lumberjacking.
Nice.
Yeah, and also our Quidditch team was very good.
Okay. The fictional. It was like an intramural sport for you guys. Okay, nice.
Yeah. No, like literally, like we invented flying brooms.
Take him seriously.
Yeah.
You invented flying brooms.
Yeah,
because
we're
of the
lumberjacks.
lumberjack.
Because gosh, Nick.
It's a special kind.
It's
of
not just people running around a field and then some dude is dressed as the golden snitch, and if you catch him, you win points. That would be ridiculous.
Let me guess. You didn't play, and you were just cosplaying as Dobby.
No.
Ew.
Okay, got it. Seems like something you.
I had a friend from high school who was part of the team, and that's how I know.
So
And by the friend, it was me. Just kidding.
But
No.
you
Oh my
are
God.
denying no Dobby.
I was not Dobby.
Oh, okay, got it.
I have not played Quidditch.
Okay.
But here, let's just go on
You would
fun
have made
facts.
a great Dobby.
Oh, I am a great Dobby.
Okay.
Dobby.
Okay, got it.
Oh my God, I love being the coolest one in this room. Except for Cooper under my feet. right
Hey, there
here.
you go. All right, I think I've shared enough.
Okay.
N-
Lumberjack.
Arizona wisdom.
Dobby. Classic Michael stuff.
This is a great start to a movie
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. If we
Thank
still
you,
have people
thank you for
listening.
being here, Kenzie.
I'm
Yes.
so happy to be here.
Good. Okay. Let's just lay the ground rules one more time. Because the people are begging for this stuff. We say it every week.
Oh, those are cute.
We got our little dice. We're gonna roll, see who goes. Well, to see who
It's first.
chooses
First.
what pick they're going to choose,
Is
and
it
then we'll
highest person?
Yeah,
Correct.
highest roll gets to pick what
which
they
one
go
they want
into.
to do. So
Thank you. These are my dice.
we'll do a 1 through 3 snake draft, and let's see who gets it.
I got a 2.
6.
Oh, Kenzie.
2.
Ooh.
Okay. So we'll
Wow.
roll off
Yeah.
to see who goes second.
I got 2 again.
Okay. I got 1. So Kenzie, you can choose to go first pick, second pick, or third.
And the third
We'll get
snakes
two-
around, so they
you
get
get
2
two
picks in a
picks.
row.
Wait, okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, you guys.
Yeah, this is the
I'm
worst.
so
Winning the dice roll is actually the worst. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Kenzie.
no.
Because I've won it almost every time.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go 2.
That's a strong pick.
That's a bold choice.
Thank you.
I've never
anyways.
been in this situation. Normally I get to pick by now. I don't like this.
I just thought I'd mix it up.
Ah, Nick, I think I'm gonna go third.
It's
Oh
the
my
right choice. It's the
gosh.
right choice. Okay.
All right, Nikki K.
So that means I get first pick. I got to make this count because there's going to be 4 more picks before it comes back to me.
Yeah, you better blow.
And the question is,
Oh, Nick, what is the question?
there seems to be a right pick, and there's also a right pick here. And I don't know which one is the right pick.
See, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I do.
Exactly.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
I think I need to get this off the table because it was just so cool and unique. For my sequel remake pick,
Oh.
I'm choosing the movie Split.
Ah, classic.
Oh. Fuck. I did not. I mean, okay. All right.
The game is on.
Whatever.
If we do say so, the game is on. Kenzie is here to win now.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm
hate
gonna go
picking
with
first.
my integrity.
I know, that's why I put you
If
there.
people don't pick my list, then they're wrong and they're losers.
See, that's what I-
So.
That's what Michael says
That's what-
too, and he loses.
I've won once.
Except we've won and lost the exact same
You
amount.
know what?
so-
It's hard to be unique, right? You
Yeah,
know?
it's hard to have like good
really indie.
opinions
You've
about
never
movies.
heard of it.
You know.
Like,
Yep.
it's
Oh,
hard to be
there's
that
some
guy.
Michael picks coming up. Don't you worry.
Yep.
This was a good year though for sequels and remakes.
Mhm.
Like not necessarily this too, like title wise,
Yep.
but like this is
Mm.
kind of when I feel like all the sequels and remakes like started over because
Yeah.
people can't think of new things apparently.
There will also contain spoilers for any picks that we have, so we'll have the movie list like in our description
Yeah,
below.
you've had
so.
5 years.
Yep.
Grow
You've
up.
had time.
Fair.
Oh my gosh, I'm shook already. Hang
Oh,
on.
this is another year where it's like there's no clear choice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at
So
this.
that
Don't
was
look at this.
your so that was your sequel remake. Okay.
Because it was technically a unique movie until the end credits.
Until the end
scene,
credits
and then
scene
it became a sequel.
Until
Oh my god, and I died.
Yeah.
did I tell you my
my
story of
soul
like the
left
last
my
when
body.
I saw that movie in theaters, blew my mind. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the last scene happened, and someone's like, "Oh, it's Dr. Xavier."
Oh my god. Yeah, someone was like, "Who's that bald guy?" I'm like, "Only the love of my goddamn life." Are you kidding?
And they're like, "Oh, the X-Men." I'm like, "No."
No,
No.
Kenzie and I both went and saw it together, and audibly both
And we
went like,
died.
is he actually finally doing a
We
sequel to
actually
Unbreakable?
died.
This is insane.
We actually died, and I'll never forget because I was in a sorority house at the time, and the other girls had gone and seen it, and they were like, "I don't know, Kenzie knows what it's about. I don't know what happened." And they all came to my room. I'm like, "Listen up, bitches! Like,
Everyone
we need
sit
a
down.
lesson.
Yeah.
Everybody sit."
Big Shyamalan fans here.
Yes.
Yeah, we're a little biased towards Shyamalan.
Large.
We also haven't
Yeah.
seen a lot of his worse works. We've only seen a lot of like his good ones, I feel like.
So you haven't seen Avatar?
I haven't seen Avatar
Haven't seen
What about, like,
Avatar.
because the
After
whole world
Earth?
told me not to.
Never saw After
Don't
Earth.
see either
And
of those.
Yep.
After Earth. I don't know
That's
if
the
I
Will
saw
Smith
that.
one,
And his son.
where his son.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
What about
No.
like The Happening? That's like his classic.
The
I think I
Happening I
saw
saw-
it once, but like don't really consider that
It didn't.
Shyamalan.
It didn't suck,
I
but
just,
it
like,
wasn't
don't-
memorable.
When I think of
don't know.
Shyamalan, I think of like Signs, The Village,
Yep.
Unbreakable.
Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Split, those
Yeah.
types of things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've delayed enough, Kenzie.
I know.
Numero
I'm
2.
still
I hope
freaking
that
out.
was a good first pick. I didn't know. I knew you one
No,
of you
it
were going to
was.
pick it
I
in the
just
next
I
4
didn't
picks.
think of it under that category.
I think.
And now I feel.
I just know
stupid.
you hold it in higher regard than I do.
Yeah, but
Split?
or
I
Unbreakable?
like it.
Oh, okay.
I like
thought you were
Split.
saying Glass. I knew you don't like Glass, but
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
Split was
Split is the best of that
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah. That he didn't get nominated for anything is a crime.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
James McAvoy playing 13 characters.
A literal
Yeah.
crime. Yeah. Okay. This is really hard, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should do my action/adventure because I
Mm.
had the hardest time with that.
Fair.
Because a lot of like Marvel movies came out this year, and I don't care about anything Marvel. I'm so sorry. I respect it,
Fair.
whatever, but it's not my thing. So I was like in search of a movie that I could put in this category, and I think I'm gonna do The Girl on the Train.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, kind of a drama, kind of a thriller, but like, I feel like it could
If there's some
also go
action sequences, we'll
adventure.
trust you. I've never seen
I've
it.
seen
Yeah.
it. I think it's a stretch for action.
It is a little
Maybe
bit of a
adventure?
stretch.
I would throw it more in a drama category.
I
But
know.
if you
It's a-
want to
it's
throw
a
it there,
stretch, but like in comparison to my other ones, and I'm not gonna sit here and say Doctor Strange. I didn't watch it. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I
this
don't
is
care.
your list.
This is about
This
as
is your list.
actiony as she would get.
I would say,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's action,
my
adventure,
action
mystery.
is more thriller, which is not.
Mhm.
It is a stretch.
If you want to put it in like the mystery horror, you could if you wanted to. Just giving you
I got a
options.
lot- I got
All right,
a
all
lot
right,
of horror
all right.
ones, so.
Action.
I'm just gonna get that out of the way there.
You got
Because
it.
the other ones, I feel more. I have a little more cushion, if you
A
will.
little more cush.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, I have a really good idea of what you're going to pick now. But
I do too.
I have 2 picks.
Yeah.
Do not forget my 2 picks.
You got some. Yeah, I know exactly what you're picking.
Yep.
I wish I could like say it and then know I'm right, but I'll just
Okay,
wait and
just
hear you
because
say it.
I know you guys are gonna pick this. If I don't pick this,
Yeah, we are.
and I'm gonna hate you guys for it,
Yep.
I have to go with. I'm gonna say my drama
Yep. that's
for
what it
for
is.
Arrival.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes. We discussed this earlier today, and I said we should just let him go first because we know he wants it. And Nick goes, I think we should take it from him. And I
did not say that. You said she said that.
You liar! Michael, I would
The
never do
seeds
that
have
to
been
you. I
planted.
respect your list. Oh my god, you shady.
I'm just.
I play to win
Oh my god, you play freaking
all
dirty.
day.
We play with integrity.
Yeah, come
all
on.
day.
Sorry for being different and cool.
Sorry for having respect for the game, Nick.
You have a chance
For
to
the
also
arts.
steal another great movie in this point. You should probably take it.
What?
I have two. What
Don't,
was that
don't look at
face?
his list.
That face you made.
Don't let him see your list.
I don't care about his list. I'm fine.
Jesus.
I can live.
I feel like I have two. I have two that I really like.
You know what must be done, Michael.
I
don't know if I have the
I don't
strength to
know
do
what's
it.
going on.
I think just because you're. Oh,
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Good.
I just know.
Christ.
I just know Nick is here.
Oh yeah, and he plays dirty.
Dang it, Nick! I can't.
That's why they call me Mad Dog.
That's why I call him Nick Mad Dog. That's why we've always called him Mad. Okay, fine. Sequel. Captain America: Civil War.
Great pick. Great pick. Wasn't even worried about it.
Dang it!
Me either, obviously.
Wasn't even worried.
I'm sure
It
it's
is a great
wonderful.
film, though.
I'm sure it's wonderful.
It is a great film, but I just feel like Nick, you're in my
Great
head.
sequel. It's great. Ah. No, it's a great movie. That's
I
like
hate
one of
you.
the best Marvel movies.
I know it is.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I'm in for the win, baby.
You are. That'll get a good vote. That'll get a good vote.
Exactly. What are you picking, Nick?
Are
What is this the
are
one
you
that
worried that I'm not worried?
I'm worried that you're gonna pick the one that I really wanted to pick, but then you psyched me out.
Oh, I am picking the one that you were going to pick for sure.
Wait, aren't I next?
You are.
Oh, okay.
But you're not going to pick what he was going to pick. It's fine.
Well, include me.
Okay.
Okay.
Playing head games.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop it, you shady frickers. Okay.
You made your own pick. Now live with it.
I'm gonna go with my drama.
Oh.
Ready?
Okay. Bring the heat.
And this is just a last minute decision. Last second.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Moonlight.
Ooh, great pick.
Academy Award
Literally
winner,
the
Moonlight.
best.
Yes.
Yes. Voted best movie of the year.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, definitely for my comedy musical, I'm gonna take La La Land.
Okay.
Of course you are.
Great movie. Lulu saw it the other night.
It's lovely. It's lovely, but
What a delight!
Delight.
it's lovely.
What a delight!
It is.
Wait, what'd you pick first? You picked.
Split in La La Land.
Okay. Oh,
I hope you guys are
Split
keeping
for
track,
sequel.
'cause I'm not keeping
La
track.
La Land was your
Comedy
drama?
musical.
Okay.
I hope you're writing mine down.
I'm lying. Oh yeah, I'm writing everyone's down.
Perfect.
And you just picked Moonlight for drama.
Moonlight for drama.
Great choices all around, everyone.
Thank you. That was a tough one for me.
Mm.
It really was.
And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and take my action off the board and choose 13 hours.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Which one is that again?
That's the John Krasinski one where,
There's 13 hours.
yep, and then they have to get out in 13 hours.
It's like a war movie.
It's where we could have like helped. The
is
base.
the guy that plays Roy in The Office
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
one
the
too?
two-
Okay,
yes.
got you. Yep, got it.
But it's just a really tense. It's like
Mm-hmm.
what I would say is a good action film, and then the fact that it actually happened, and you're like really sad that
Yeah.
that type of stuff exists.
Benghazi, that's what it is.
Yes, 13 hours in Benghazi. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's when like Jim Halpert got pecs, and you're like, oh,
And he just
oh,
grew his
shoot.
beard out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Dude, my man looked good.
he did.
damn straight, shoddy.
Shoddy's becoming part of your vocabulary, and I don't know if I care for it.
Yeah, well, that's why they call me Mad Dog.
They himself.
There's only one person who calls me Mad. Not they. I'm sorry.
And they're sitting in this room.
I'm feeling great. I thought La La Land and Split were for sure getting picked early, so I'm like, Mamma Mia.
I feel good. I mean,
I
obviously.
feel pretty good.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
Oh, I bet you do.
I really do.
I bet you all do, yeah.
I think I have an edge.
I think
It's
I'm fine.
fine.
All right, Kenzie's back to you.
Is it really? No, wait. Don't you pick again?
He
I
picked twice. He
You
picked.
I did 13 Hours
And
and
La
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 Land.
Land.
And Lawland. Okay, yeah, right. God. Okay.
You invited us over for a movie night, and it was research. You rewatched La La Land, and out of like you were like, everyone come to my house and watch a movie.
Yeah, he's selfish. And then he told me on Monday, hey, be in the podcast in 2 days. Giving me no study time.
Yeah, let me tell you
Trying
exactly
to
how the
kick me
text
while
went. I
I'm
was like,
down.
hey, Kenzie, would you like to be in this? Sorry, it's short notice. She goes, yes. So, yeah, she really was upset about it. Anyway. You said yes immediately.
I'm just saying. I didn't have study time. And then you sent me the list, and I'm like, oh my god, this year sucked. But it didn't. I was wrong.
You've made great choices so far.
Thank
Great
you.
choices.
Thank
Great
you. I'm
choices.
just getting warmed up, honestly.
You've all made decent choices, I would say.
Okay. Jesus. I don't know what to pick next. I feel like not worried about you guys taking my stuff from here on out, so I don't know what to do. For okay, for sequel remake, I'm gonna go with Blair Witch Project,
Oh, that
Oh,
was
the
this year.
sequel?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
which it might have just been called Blair Witch.
I think it was.
think,
just,
yeah.
I think you're right. Very
Did
nice.
not see it.
It was good.
Spooky spook.
It was good.
Well,
Lots
and
of-
probably better than the original, because the original
It was better.
wasn't.
Yeah, the
all
OG was just the first kind of found footage type
Mhm.
thing,
Yeah,
which
and it
of
really
course
wasn't
was
scary
like
until the
unreal.
very, very
And
end.
people were pissed when they found out those people were really alive. Like they
Yeah,
sent
they're
them
like,
death threats,
"These
like,
people
no,
should
go
be
back to
dead."
the grave where I thought you were. And
Was this one also found footage, or was it?
it was kind of
Okay.
yeah, it was the same style, just a little more revamped.
Those do
It was
scare me
good.
a lot, though. The
And
found footage stuff. It
I
just
know.
feels-
Oh my god, I loved it. It was huge when we were in high school. I feel like.
Yeah.
But no, this one I thought was just a little more like revamped, and something actually kind of happened in it. Where like the first Blair Witch, you see absolutely nothing, and that's what drives you crazy
Yeah.
about it. That's why it's famous.
Yeah.
But this one, it felt a little more like something happened,
See, I feel like I was too young
and I was too excited. For
to.
it.
I missed the original
Are you guys
Blair Witch
not-
vibe.
Are you guys the same age?
I'm 25.
Oh, I'm 26. Oh my
Oh,
god, I thought
okay.
you were.
I didn't know.
Oh my gosh, you're just a little boy.
I'm a year young.
Just a wee little lad.
Oh, just a weird
Just a
little
wee
lad.
This is great.
That's
But
hilarious.
I never saw
Let me
the
look it
Blair
up. I
Witch
think it was
during its
94.
something
It
like.
was
But like
probably before
I
that.
never like I didn't catch on to that wave of like, oh,
Yeah,
was this
Paranormal
real? Was
Activity,
this yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that
Me
was like the whole
either.
like stick with like Blair Witch is like they're like saying it was real, and that's why people got mad. Where it's like,
Well,
99
the other one
Blair
that
Witch
did
Project.
that too was The Fourth Kind, which
Oh.
we had a bone to pick with them because they kind of say like what you're about to see is found footage,
They do
and then
you
they actually have
dirty.
actors do the found footage, and you're
Oh.
like, but
So
they show
it's
like,
like-
staticky like
yeah.
found footage, so it's like why do a documentary style movie if you're not going to actually do a documentary?
yeah.
And so it's
Yeah.
all fake, and they're like,
I
it's up for you to decide. It's like
still
you
want to
literally
sue.
made
You
literally
fake
faked it,
footage.
yeah.
How can we decide?
Yeah.
I still want to sue. I was willing to die on
That-
that rock like this is
And like
real.
we watched it
These-
for like 10 years, and we're like, man, that was pretty crazy
it's
that that
it's
existed.
done well, yeah.
and then we
it's
found out we're
crazy.
like,
Oh,
wait,
it's
that's
fake.
an actress.
Oh, it's, like,
because I
fake,
saw the
fake.
person who
Yeah.
like was the real person,
oh,
like
quote unquote.
actually
Yeah.
acted in other stuff, and I was like,
So it's screen by screen, two fake things going on, and you're like,
yeah, this is
We've been
insane. They
bamboozled.
dramatize the fake drama.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But it was done in a way that
Fourth Con,
you-
I see your ass.
yeah,
I'm coming after
we
you.
see you, you're fake. But still, pretty,
Don't try
pretty
me with the
badass
Fourth
movie.
I didn't know this was such a soft spot for both of y'all.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
All right.
Jesus.
Let's change the subject to me picking one of the better movies of the year, I will say. My action movie,
Okay.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, great pick.
Okay.
Great pick.
Again, not a threat to me, but whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever you say.
No, it was good. That was on my. If somebody was gonna take something else,
Okay.
it was up there. Yeah.
If someone had to take a different movie that wasn't the movie that I was going to pick,
Correct.
quote, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Jesus.
All right, what else you got?
My horror is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Great pick. Great
Ooh.
pick.
See, I had that under sequel.
Oh, good.
See?
That
good
could
pick.
be worked too.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
There's
Yes.
a lot of.
But that was a good one, and I love the ending in that one. I don't.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I don't like care for kidnapping type situation like that. I don't
That's
care
fair.
for those types of movies, but like at the end when it's like
If it wasn't John
she thinks
Goodman,
he's crazy, but she goes out and it's like, no,
It's actually like,
it's
yeah,
real.
yeah.
if it
Oh,
wasn't
love it.
John Goodman,
Yeah.
I think it would have been a way like worse.
Creepier.
Like for some
Well,
reason, something
yeah.
about him made it seem like he's not going to be like the abusive like
Yeah.
kidnapper.
That's what it kept you guessing, going back and forth. Like, is this guy crazy, or is
Yeah.
he really
Mhm.
trying to protect her? Because you trust John Goodman.
'Cause this is just big solely from Monsters,
obviously.
Inc.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't be scared of him. Yeah, that's a good choice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great picks.
Mm.
Both were actually on mine.
Looks like the mad dog just
But
got
they
taken.
were both number 3 of the
Oh.
categories they were in. Got him.
Well, some people still have class and elegance, and
Fair
some
enough.
people aren't.
Are you trying to beat him or join him? What's happening?
I think we're making a team here. Is
Yeah,
what's
I think
happening.
that's what it
we
feels
are
like. I
too.
feel like it's just anti-Nick draft.
I
right
came
now.
in knowing this is gonna happen.
All right. What do you got, Kins?
Okay, I'm gonna do my horror thriller. And it's really hard, you guys. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
This is tough.
This really is tough. Oh my god, I just want to say all 4 of these movies, but I can't. I
Four,
know I
dang,
can't. I
let's
know.
go.
I know. Oh my
I have like
god.
2 left I could have chosen from.
Okay, but I think I'm gonna pick The Witch.
Great pick.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky goats.
Mm-hmm. Anya Taylor-Joy absolutely killed it.
This was her breakout, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this and
she
Split.
was so good.
Oh, she wasn't Split. What
So
a year for
this
her.
was her year.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a lovely human.
Lovely. A24. Nick,
Mhm.
Classic.
just letting you know.
Love their style.
I never saw it, so
Love
I
it.
couldn't pick it. But
Mm,
I guess I
it's-
could technically. Pick
Was there ever a chance that we could actually pick a movie that we haven't seen just for?
I think it can. I mean, it's like, hey, I just know this was really well received. I picked it.
I
That
feel
would have
like
been my
Like if you
actual
didn't
adventure,
know
but I
that,
have too much
if you didn't go
integrity
see
to do
Get
that.
Out, but you just knew everyone was like, hey, Get Out was good.
fair.
I think you could probably
Yeah.
pick it as like the horror pick.
Ugh, so many good horror thrillers though. I already
Okay.
feel like I cheated on all of them. Oh,
I think that was a good choice. I had 2 more, and I think which is better
yeah.
than the other 2.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to choose my drama, and I'm gonna go with A Monster Calls.
Ooh.
Okay. I saw that was. I don't know if I ever saw that movie, but I remember you guys loved it. Whatever it was.
Yeah, it's a little child who's
Little Liam Neeson talking about a tree
Yep.
thing.
Yep, he's a big tree that helps basically this child get through the grief of knowing that their mom's dying.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh.
I saw.
Delightful drama.
Jesus.
I cried. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep, it's very emotional, very good, very well done. Everyone should watch it. And then let's see here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take my wild card pick.
Wow. Oh yeah, because none of us have horror.
And go with Moana.
Oh my god.
You wild dog.
I was like trying to predict what you were gonna say, and wait till I tell you later what I thought you were gonna say because it was not Moana. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Good for you, Nick.
With the wind in my sails.
I mean, yeah, that song freaking slaps.
And they got the Dwayne the Rock Johnson to just play.
Huh. You're welcome.
right.
Yes.
Adorable.
Dang. So you have horror left.
Yep, that's my last one.
Kenzie, you have comedy and a wild card left.
Yes.
And I have comedy and a wild card left as well. Synergy.
Great minds.
Man.
Some
People who have class.
still have class.
I'm sitting so good. Right
Some
now. I'm
people
totally fine.
still know
Totally
how to do
fine.
business.
You're like, I have a great list. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Do you have to pick one more right now though, right?
No, I just
No,
I'm
you-
You
good.
did too?
You
I'll
get,
be the very, very last.
You
pick.
get 1, I get
Okay.
2. Goes back to you, and then Nick.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, well I'll go with my comedy then. And I'm gonna do The Edge of 17.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
great choice.
Did you watch it?
So good.
So funny.
So good. Haley Steinfeld.
So funny.
So good. Freaking.
When she's texting that guy, like. like
I
all
love
this-
that movie.
Oh my god. It's
Woody
so
Harrelson?
good. Yeah.
Oh, that movie's so good.
It's really so good. And no one talked about it. Like, literally no one talked about it. Did you watch it, Nick?
No.
Yeah, you fraud. The hell
Have you
out
heard of it though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
of- Jesus.
Man, okay. I have choices here, friends.
Mm-hmm. There were some good comedies and good horrors.
I have a wild card in horror, or I have a wild card in comedy. I could pick up a wild card horror, but I don't know. I just need to see how odd of a pick I want to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, there's lots of good choices out here. I'm gonna need a hot second. You guys want to talk about something else for a
Oh
minute?
my god!
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting you to make us talk at this point. What did you guys have for dinner?
I literally ate
We
it.
all
You
ate
We all ate
cooked.
together.
You,
Oh
you,
my-
you cooked for us.
I cooked breakfast for all of you. Shoot. That doesn't work. It was delicious though.
Flex.
It was delicious.
It was delicious. Dang it.
It's okay, take your time.
Dang it.
It is hard, I know.
Oh, I just have so many. There's so many good movies that I feel like I don't know a lot of people have even seen.
I think we should do honorable mentions for sure. Like after
Oh,
this,
sure, we
just
can do that.
just
Yeah.
shoot
Alright.
them all out.
All right. If we're gonna do honorable mentions,
Yeah, pick the strongest of your honorable mentions because I still
Yeah.
have a lot of things to say. I really do.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my wild card as Manchester by the Sea.
Ooh.
Okay.
If you ever want to cry and just feel empty inside,
I would love to.
yeah, isn't that just a great time? Don't you want to do that?
Yes, that sounds good. If you know Casey Affleck's in it, you know you're gonna cry.
There's oh my gosh, he's so good in
What
it.
has Casey Affleck done that where he's playing some guy that's like actually happy?
None.
Even in Interstellar, he's like
Nothing.
the saddest character. Of
Yeah,
them
he's
all.
always
is.
sad.
Oh
He's
my
always
God.
sad. He's always sad.
Freaking jaded.
Yeah. Sweet Casey Affleck.
Sweet C, KCA.
All right. What's your next pick?
What is your last one? Horror.
Comedy.
Comedy. Okay.
I want to go so indie, but I can't.
Then do an honorable mention.
All right, I'm gonna say
That way you can have a good conscience of like, I mentioned the good movie, but this is what the people want. We have to be sellouts, dude.
I can't sell out, Nick.
You have to. Don't be true to
Nick
yourself.
doesn't have integrity. Don't listen to him.
I'm all in it for the dollar bills.
All right, fine. Dollar bills. I'm going my comedy as Hidden Figures.
Ooh.
Oh my
interesting
god.
pick.
You're saucy.
Is that bad?
What?
I mean, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just so like historic. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right. I guess
as
it
a
is funny
comedy?
because it's a
It's a comedy,
lighthearted-
yeah.
Oh my god, you're crazy.
I've taken this as compliments, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
shook. All right.
Hey, tell me it's not funny.
You left me speechless. I don't even know what to do. I'm so offended,
Me
but
either.
also like so proud.
How are you offended?
I don't know. It just feels weird.
Did I
You're
make?
right.
It's a comedy.
It is. You're right. I don't know what to do.
Cut the check, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great night. I'll see you all next week.
Gosh, that was gonna be my horror pick. Now
Wait,
you got
what?
it. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Because nothing. Yeah, you're right.
All right, that's my list.
Wow. All right, Kens.
This
what's
is
your last pick?
really, really hard. Really, really, really hard. Well, if we're doing honorable mentions.
You know what my pick's gonna be. You're disgusting. It's amazing.
If we're doing honorable mentions, then I'm gonna take for my wild card.
This is your final pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't breathe.
Yep.
Good choice.
Yes.
You have to take it off the list.
Yes.
Yep. Makes sense. Especially since my last pick is a horror film.
Yeah, I thought I'd snatch that from you.
So the only choice left for me is to make the
Is
obvious
this your top choice?
Maybe.
No, it was probably mine. That's why I took
No,
it.
I haven't seen Don't Breathe.
Oh, it's so good.
What horror movie have you seen from that year?
Pride and Prejudice and zombies.
No, that's not a horror movie.
You want to talk about cringe?
Let's see some.
Oh, Nick, you're trash.
Let's see some awards that I won. Oh, at
What's
the
it
Blood
like?
Guts UK Horror Awards, it was nominated.
Nick, why don't you say that name one more time?
Blood and Guts.
Nick, say that name one more time.
Blood Guts UK Horror Awards.
Oh my god.
It was nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
This man giving me trash for
It
picking
also
Hidden Figures.
won.
Yeah, what's it like to be a
Best
garbage
horror
human being?
poster.
Oh my gosh. I love you, Nick. I love you, Nick.
What's it like to be made of actual trash?
I respect your.
Oh my god, I don't respect you.
I could have switched Split and Pride and Prejudice because Pride and Prejudice and Zombies
Nick,
would technically
do
be a
you
remake.
even understand the movies that
Oh,
came out
sequel
that
remake, got it.
year? Horror movies.
It was a great
Was
film.
it a remake? Oh, remake of Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
You're saying okay.
It's fine. It's a great flick.
Sleeper horror. Hush.
Yes.
Mm.
You freaking numbnuts. Okay, Hush came out. Lights Out.
Oh, Lights Out. I didn't love Lights Out.
Well, it scared the shit out of me.
Okay.
I didn't love it, but
You
it
know,
scared the shit out
Yeah,
of me.
good horror. Good horror.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. Keep
Let's
going.
go through our honorable mentions if we want to now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, can we only do one, or can we just kind of
Just list them off. I got like
Okay.
7. So it's,
I have one. I think I might be one of 2 people that watched this movie on Amazon. Personal Shopper with Kristen
with
Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
Did you see it?
No, it's been on my watch list.
Okay, but you
forever.
know it exists. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, it was awesome.
Your girl, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, she's so
My
hot.
girl.
You literally like.
I thought she was my girl. Shit.
She's more Kenzie's girl.
Oh,
She
got it.
is-
Because like
she's
I came
mine.
over, we watched Underwater, and both of you were like, "This
Well,
is literally."
okay.
my main girl is
Yeah.
Rachel McKay.
McKay. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to last week's
She's the best
episode
actress
of
of our generation.
yeah, okay, of About Time.
No,
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart is like. Anyway, Underwater was awesome, was it not?
She's far better. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's great.
it was
She's
awesome.
far better than the Twilight, which everyone knows
Oh,
for
yeah.
Twilight. She's so much better
Yeah.
than that.
And anybody hating on Twilight, literally exit out now. I don't care. Save it. Made a shit ton of money for a reason. Whatever. Anyways, no.
Save
Personal
it.
Shopper was really good. Like, it was just kind of like she's living in France and she's literally this personal shopper for this celebrity. So it has like some fashion in it, which you know I love. And then basically she's staying there because her brother died. Her twin brother died. And she's trying to like basically just listen to like signs from the beyond that he's still there. And
Oh,
it
wow.
yeah. So she's like basically ghost hunting kind of.
Oh wow.
And should I spoil it? Because it's like the end. There's like
I do kind of want to watch it at
okay,
some
okay,
point.
Okay, fair. Yeah, yeah. We
But-
can retouch on it.
Give me like if you really want to talk about it, give me like a little
Okay,
bit. I'll
okay.
watch it. I'll watch it.
Okay. Yeah, it's very good. But I also have one more. This is what I was talking about earlier, Nick. I don't know if you knew, because we were trying to talk about it without talking about it. But I was like, I remember like this one thing that you and me watch, and he's like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about." I don't know if you do or not. I know we have kind of that twin thing where I'm like, I think he knows. The Belko experiment.
Oh.
Oh
gross.
shit!
That's not a. I wouldn't know if that.
That's
But
like
then
the
I
Stanford
also,
prison experiment, right? Or no, that's different.
No,
It's
this is a
like-
different one. This is where
I
they're
mean,
just going
kind
through
of.
an asylum, right? That's the one.
No.
Oh, with
The
asylum.
the guy from Valerian and the
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Here's the thing.
I
It's
know what I'm
kind of
talking
crazy
about.
that I even brought this up because I kind of have a memory of like, did I watch that movie or did I not watch that movie? But it's like
When
they're-
you're saying
they're-
that one, I'm thinking of the guy who like eats rats in the dark.
No,
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where we're
No.
going
What
with this.
was that was the Close Encounter or something. You and Rachel were
Oh,
watching it. and
yeah,
then-
no.
That's
It's
what
not
I
that.
think of.
Belko experiment is where they're like
Oh.
trapped in their workplace, and it's basically like one of you gets out in an hour.
Yeah, I
And
forgot
you
about
and
that
me,
movie.
We
Yeah,
rented
yeah,
this
yeah,
off
yeah,
Redbox,
yeah.
and we like the whole time we're just like, oh,
what?
fuck,
Yeah, I totally forgot about that movie.
and it was like
Sean
awesome.
Connery.
yeah, it was pretty good.
And it was like badass.
Yeah,
And
Belko
I-
Experiment is
again,
dope.
Not the
I
one I was
think
thinking
we
of.
are the only
Shoot.
people that rented it from Redbox ever. But it was
Yeah, if I
like
would remember that, I might have picked that actually.
Dang.
when I saw that, I just had like flashbacks, and I was like, "Holy shit!" But I knew no one would know what it was, so I didn't
Dang.
pick it
Yeah.
or anything.
Dang.
God bless.
Fair enough.
Mm.
A couple of my honorable mentions would have been Snowden. With
Joseph
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon-Levitt. Yep, that was a cool. Just to understand kind of that whole story of
Yeah.
how much the government actually like has gone against like
The people.
the people that have, like they're like, hey, we're not going to track you, and we're also going to track you. That was pretty wild. Anyway, good good documentary drama kind of thing. I mean, it wasn't a documentary, but at the end, Snowden like lets you know kind of his personal Hell or High Water.
Oh, that's on my list.
Yeah,
100%.
That's a great.
Almost picked it.
Yeah, Chris Pine and Ben Foster and Jeff Bridges.
Action.
Great flick.
Action heist, kind of.
It could also fall in
Drama?
drama, I
Okay.
think too.
I would recommend it for
Alright.
sure.
When I see a bunch of men on the cover, I'm just like, meh.
Fair enough. There's
Been
a lot
there,
of those.
seen that. Yeah.
Rogue One was a good Star Wars
big one we
installment.
didn't pick.
Kind
One of my
to tie
favorite
into
Star
the old
Wars
ones, yeah.
of Disney.
The first Fantastic Beast wasn't bad. That could have been up there, I think, for some. The second one was hot garbage, and
Yeah.
maybe and then the other one that I actually thoroughly enjoyed, but I don't think would ever really make this list, is the Deepwater Horizon.
Oh, good movie.
with Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg,
Marky Wall.
with the oil spill and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Good one. I agree with Rogue One, Hell or High Water. No one picked Zootopia? No love for Zootopia?
not even interested.
Cool. Glad I didn't pick it then. Hunt for the Wilder People?
Yes, I do like
Taika
that one.
Waititi?
Yeah,
Very
I don't
good.
know if I've even
You
heard
would
of
like that.
Um,
it's
Alan Grant?
quirky.
Or that's not his. That's his.
No, it's
Neil.
Neil. Yeah, you're right. Frick, I'll look it up.
You know that famous actor's name.
Neil
The guy
Patrick
from
Harris?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic
the
Park.
main character.
Neil McNeilson. You know what I mean? What are you looking up?
Oh, I thought it was in the search bar.
Hunt. We're looking up. We're doing an IMDb search, folks.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. Mr. Neill.
Okay.
Great movie. No Deadpool. I'm
No Deadpool.
no Deadpool from Nick.
I'm a Deadpool 2 fan, not a Deadpool.
I'm a
1
Deadpool
fan.
1 fan over Deadpool 2, but that's a different story for a
Yeah.
different day.
Yep.
All right. Here's
This is Sam Neill.
yeah, Mr. Jurassic.
Of course.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
little-
Sam Neill. I was just like, let me describe this photo that he showed of Sam Neill. He is in.
He's doing the face.
He's in
He's
an
wearing the Mr.
abandoned
Steal Your
home
Girl outfit for sure.
with graffiti all around him, but my boy looks fine.
He's
Yep.
fierce.
He's got like a coat on, a scarf, the gray hair, and the look. If you could say blue steel,
Yep.
hot.
Yep. Mr. Salt and Pepper / Mr. Steal Your Girl. For sure.
All right, let's go into the Michael picks that I would be happy to choose, but no one has known. Nice Guys.
Didn't actually see it.
Great
Because
movie.
they delayed it at our theater.
Oh.
Because of, I guess, isn't that at the end they do like a big movie theater like shooting?
I don't remember.
I think the final scene of that film might have like a theater getting like shot up or something.
It could be. I haven't seen
And
it.
like they delay, or maybe it's a different movie.
I think you're thinking of a different movie. Nice
thought they
Guys
had
with
Ryan Gosling
Ryan
in
Goose,
it.
the Goose,
Yeah,
and the Gladiator himself.
Russell Crowe. I don't know. I thought that was the reason why I didn't see that movie. I don't know. There was
Maybe
like
it
one
does.
where they get like,
I've only honestly seen it once.
but because it was like around the time where there was recent like issues with like movie theater
Mhm.
stuff, they decided not to like show it.
Fair.
But I don't remember. That
No,
that could
that
totally be
was.
wrong.
Oh my god, maybe.
Or maybe it was a different
Bunch
detective.
of amateurs on here. God, we're like, what's that movie?
We have a
on this
podcast.
podcast, we're talking about movies.
Hey, we know 18 really in-depth movies, and now we're kind of into the. I think we're doing okay.
Anyway,
I think we're doing good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's see. Great stop motion animation, which I know
Yeah,
controversial.
It's my favorite type of film.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
Heard about it.
Yeah,
Nice.
very good.
Okay.
Good for you.
I know none. Yeah, it's
Nope.
very good. Highly recommend. Probably one of my favorite
I don't
movies.
know why you didn't pick it.
Because literally the reaction that I got from you guys was, oh,
He's too indie. Ugh,
okay.
He's too
He's too
different,
hipster.
unique.
Oh,
I'm so
Jeez.
unique. Okay. Here's one for my anime friends. If
Oh, is
there's
this the princess one?
no,
Oh, okay.
if there's an anime I would recommend both of you to watch, it is Your Name.
Okay.
It's about these teenage boy and a teenage girl, but it's like a body swap movie,
Ooh, like a Freaky Friday.
like a Freaky Friday,
Okay.
and they're like trying to figure out why it's happening, but maybe they fall in love.
Maybe they don't.
But they fall in love as the opposite versions of themselves.
Oh, and
So
then
they-
they self-love. Is that like
A little bit
kinda
of that,
thing?
little bit of that.
Okay.
Beautiful scenery. There's like a shooting star. I would recommend. I don't want to say too much, but
It
it's
sounds magical.
really good. I would watch it tonight if you wanted to. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
Wow.
I watch that movie any time of the day.
Okay.
Love that.
My last one is almost picked for comedy musical, and is Sing Street, which is if you ever love music, you should watch this movie.
Wow, that's a pretty bold.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
Just any kind of music.
Music. This man goes through he starts a band, and he's in Catholic boarding school, and he starts a band, and he goes through I really love David Bowie, so it's a song about this David Bowie phase, and then he changes his phase of I'm maybe into this person, I'm into Rush, or I'm into this person. It's I don't know, it feels very adolescent. You're writing music, you're I don't know, beautiful songs.
Nice.
Okay. Watch all those movies. 2016 was a magical year.
Just
was.
do it.
It was. I'm interested to know why Civil War over Doctor Strange, because I figured you would have liked Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is straight hot poopy.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay, good to know.
Hot take.
Okay.
I still haven't seen it, but I feel like I would like Doctor Strange.
I think you'd like Doctor. It's a good introduction midway through a lot of MCU stuff, where you don't have to really know too much. And Rachel
You know
McAdams is in
Oh,
it.
that's right. Dang it.
You've told me that before.
Yep.
And you've lied.
I would
What
say
do you mean? Captain Marvel? I'll never forgive you.
Captain Marvel is the worst entry point because one, it's the worst movie.
Yeah.
You literally told me you don't have to know anything.
Right, because it literally took place before everything.
Right, and it still made no sense.
Yeah, but Samuel L. Jackson is in the movie. Did you know
I
that?
saw that.
You were under the
Midway.
influence of Miller Lite.
I was a little fucked up. But it didn't make sense, so that's not my fault.
Fair enough.
I would say I think during that time, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, a lot of those movies felt like the Marvel formula was really showing at that point. Civil War felt like a breath of fresh air, and honestly,
I agree. I think Civil War is
yeah,
better too.
I feel like Civil War is top 3 in my mind.
Yeah, it's great.
And so Doctor Strange just felt hey, here's an origin story, and I love
Yep.
Doctor Strange in other things and where we're going with Doctor Strange, but his origin was hey, he's on the board now.
Yeah.
Now we can do things with him.
Yeah. And it was kind of cool to see Disney actually ask interesting questions politically through a superhero film. Typically a company like Disney would probably lean a little more left, but Captain America's whole thing was should the government have control over superheroes being able to go and save people?
Right.
Because what if they don't call us in? Or what if they take too long? What if government control was actually
But you know who did that first? The Incredibles.
Hey,
That's true.
And that's a cartoon.
You're fair. I guess
2004.
I guess I never thought of that as the first one.
Think smarter, not harder. You know what I mean?
Mr. Webb.
I freaking love The Incredibles.
hey, when we
No,
get to
that's great,
2004, that's gonna be a hot take.
The Incredibles is a smart movie.
oh,
It really is.
I rewatch that every
And the
time,
second
and I'm
one's it's just a treat just for
no,
fun.
yeah,
you know?
we don't need to talk.
But
about
I
that
just,
one.
but
But
I
for
just
real.
enjoy that
Yeah.
topic of what
Mhm.
Captain America just wants to save people, so why stop him? And the government's well, because you could blow up a building, and he's I know, but I'm trying to stop that from happening.
Right.
And so it's sometimes more red tape doesn't necessarily fix the problem.
Right.
But it was just an interesting movie coming from a company that probably wouldn't have naturally leaned that way. So I thought that
government
was a
controlled,
cool, honest
company control, Disney,
yeah, I just thought that was kind of a cool way to be hey, we're just going to tell the story true to what Captain America would have done. We're not going to sugarcoat him. So I just thought that was kind of neat.
cool. All right, let's do a rundown of our lists,
Yes.
and then we can go into category discussion.
Sure.
Nick, your action was 13 Hours.
Correct.
Comedy musical, La La Land.
Correct.
Drama, A Monster Calls.
Boom.
Horror, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Hell yeah.
Disgrace.
Wild card is Moana.
Yes.
That was your wild card. That's Nick branching out is Moana.
Love Moana. Great choice.
I thought one of you were going to pick it for a musical, so that's why I took it as my
Yeah, I was gonna pick it if you didn't choose it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For sequel remake split. Kenzie, action, Girl on the Train. Comedy, Edge of 17.
Mm.
Drama, Moonlight. Horror, The Witch. Wildcard, Don't Breathe. And split, for sequel remake, Blair Witch.
Oh my god, my list is spicy, you guys.
She's
It is
dang, I
filled-
picked the right
it is
This
filled
feels
with
like the
horror
most
and
where
thrills.
we didn't really get in each other's way and we all got to pick almost what we wanted to pick.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say
Were there any picks that you felt
La La Land.
Yeah.
and Moana. La La Land was, if I could get La La Land, I would like that.
Was that the one you would have picked instead of Civil War, but I got in your head?
No, I was gonna pick Hacksaw Ridge first.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Now I
what
don't feel bad.
else? I'm guessing no, because I think I asked you about this like a month ago. Did either of you think of Cafe Society? No.
I haven't seen it, but it's
Okay.
it's another one that's on my
I don't know
list.
what that
It's a
is.
Woody Allen. It's exactly like all the other Woody
Oh,
Allen,
okay.
Mr. Woody Allen.
but it's Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg, and it's really cute.
Weird.
I think I talked to you about this a couple months ago. I was like, it's really cute, and you were like, yeah, no, I never saw it.
Huh.
And it's actually like
Heard good
cute.
things.
It got nominated for a bunch of stuff because
Mhm.
it's a Woody Allen, of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I had that in my drama section, but then I was like, I don't know if these fools even have it on their radar. So
Hey, it was on my radar. I just didn't see it.
I just went with the
That's the
best
beautiful
motion
thing, though, is
picture of that
there's
year.
probably about 25 good films
yeah.
that are overall liked, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's probably like 50 that you can make a case for.
Yeah.
And that's why I love, like, when we have to pick 18, it's
Yeah.
like you could be super competitive, or
Mhm.
we could all get by the skin of our teeth. I don't know.
And
Yeah.
this year was cool for sequels and remakes. Like I had
Yeah.
10 Cloverfield as a sequel,
Yeah, definitely was on my list.
and I also had like Neighbors 2 came out,
Did
which
any
is
of you
hilarious.
consider doing Split as your sequel?
Only to take it away from
No.
you.
Yeah.
That shocked me. I thought of Split as either my action
Split
or
being the
something.
first choice.
Yeah, that was
That is interesting, my friend.
yeah, that was bold.
Let me go through my picks and then we can discuss.
Yes.
Yes.
My action was Hacksaw Ridge. My comedy was Hidden Figures. That got some reaction.
Yeah, you're spicy for that one.
Yeah.
I want to go more into that.
You spicy.
My drama is one of the greatest movies of all time, in Arrival.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's no prisoners, but it's pretty good.
Oh God, oh God.
we're gonna open that up tonight.
I am ready. My fists are ready to be thrown.
My horror is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Great pick.
My wild card is Manchester by the Sea, and my sequel remake is Civil War.
Yeah, I think. Oof. Yeah. If
Look.
I was a person who was just like looking at like awards,
Mhm.
I feel like looking at yours, you would fit the mold of like
Winning?
Yeah.
Being
winning?
superior.
Yeah.
Of being the winner of this year.
I feel like your list is very actiony. Yours is a good overview, and mine's very like horror thrillery.
Yeah, you had a lot of horror picks.
yeah,
There
Lot
were
of
there
horror.
were good ones.
there were good. This was a good year for horror.
It was, and like I feel like horror is so like
Slapped on.
subjective in itself too. Like
Well,
there's
yeah, I
so
don't
many
think people
different
take it
kinds of
seriously
horror.
as like
Yeah.
this can be good
Like
acting.
10 Cloverfield Lane, I wouldn't think of that as a horror because
I
I've
would-
seen some disturbing movies.
I mean, when you bring up The Witch,
you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
Has anyone
It's
been
like there's
nominated
different
or
levels.
like awarded an Oscar for a horror film?
I think
Like,
not until recently,
no.
until like Get Out and Hereditary have changed the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
With like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
Get Out, you're right.
Hereditary actress Frances McDormand. No,
No.
it's a
She's from Sixth Sense
Yeah.
and Knives Out. What the hell? We're amateurs. We're fools.
oh
Tony Collette.
Toni Collette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could be not saying this correctly, but she was probably one of the most like recognized for a horror.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's funny too is like she's just now shining, and she was in The Sixth Sense 30 years
Yeah,
ago.
as Bruce Willis's
Holy
wife.
shit!
Yeah.
No, as
Oh, no.
his mom,
Oh.
not Bruce Willis's mom, the little kid's
the
mom.
kid's mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she looks like almost older in that one too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's just funny to me that she's like just now like
That is weird. Yeah.
Here I
Sometimes you
go.
see like a second wind.
Well,
That's
like-
almost better than the first.
Yeah, I think like I don't. What were some like famous horrors? I think maybe Shining had a good like. Oh, hey, The Shining's around. But other than that, it's like I don't think horror's
Yeah,
been super
there's
recognized
typically,
academy
like, a-
wise.
Yeah.
they had to make it more like drama for it to be considered like
Yeah.
a movie apparently, and it's like
yeah, but like It or something like that, where it's just like
Never gonna
it's-
win it.
It's so
Mhm.
it's so well done, but like, why do you not give Skarsgård an
Yeah.
Oscar for being
or the
Pennywise?
little children.
That's
Like you have a
insane.
cast of
You know,
literal
just like-
children that
Yeah.
made this
And
movie
then-
what it is, and
Oh,
it doesn't
sure,
get an
yeah.
award because they're kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
for
because
sure.
they probably had fun on set, and you don't take it seriously. Like
Yeah,
True.
you know what I mean?
amen.
Oh,
All right.
I'm fired up.
Should we just go into a horror category since we're on
Sure.
the topic of horror?
Yes.
All right. My horror: 10 Cloverfield versus Zombies
Hell yeah.
versus The Witch.
No
Love it.
regrets. No regrets.
Love it.
No regrets here.
Love it. I love it.
Nick, start us off.
Okay. If you liked Pride and Prejudice, literally a classic,
Nick, you can't start with that.
how can you make it slightly better? you add zombies.
Don't.
We're
speak.
talking Lily James, who's a great actress,
That's undisputed. Yeah.
and she's Miss Bennett, and she slays zombies. I guess I don't understand why I have to argue.
Did you watch this movie?
I did not.
I watched this movie. The
Because
zombies
of-
are in it for like 30 minutes.
That's fine.
I don't even know what to take from that interaction.
You picked a fun horror movie, and I respect that.
Thank you.
Nick isn't a horror guy. To be fair.
Yes.
I literally picked Split as my first movie.
See, this is
But
what
that's
I
a
mean.
Shyamalan guy.
Horror
That's
is
you like
so
Shyamalan.
subjective. Like Kate hates horror, but she's seen Sinister.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you've done all of horror
You've done
because
the
that is
round.
the scariest
Yeah.
movie I've
Yeah,
ever
Sinister
seen.
is terrifying.
And she's like, yeah, I'm just not that. And I'm like, you've seen the worst.
No,
of
yeah,
the
I mean,
worst. Like,
If I was to like, yeah.
I don't know if we would go watch Sinister again, though.
hell no.
No, I'm just saying, like, just because we've done it doesn't mean we want to
But
revisit
it's
it.
funny
Oh,
to
yeah.
me that people are like, I'm not into it, but I did watch the scariest.
did watch
I
movie.
watched like
Scary
literally
movie.
one of the scariest
Yeah,
movies.
and I'm like, those people blow my mind. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
you
that's
stood at
fair.
the gates
I
of
feel
hell,
like,
and you're just like, eh.
There's a step ladder in like where yours is kind of like the lightest horror.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's like middle of the road horror, and then yours is like if you want to get fucked up
Fuck
on
with
horror,
me.
like
Is
watch
Witch
The
pretty
Witch.
dark?
Oh, dude, like it's not Midsommar,
It's just like,
but it's like
awesome.
Hereditary levels.
I still need to watch Hereditary.
and there's not
okay.
a ton of dialogue either. It's just,
I think it's very well
There's a
done.
lot of
It's
goat
just-
sacrificing.
yeah, I can't even.
No,
Your hesitation said it all.
Some,
This
not
is
a
definitely my
lot.
movie.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's not like all goats being sacrificed.
it's
just
just like 5 or 6. All right.
It's about, I mean, it's got like a temptation thing to it. You see
Yeah.
her in the beginning as this pure, like, oh my gosh, and it's like she's being
Gotcha.
coerced and
Oof.
like taken over, kind of.
Do we
What's
wanna
the
s-
significant of the VV witch?
I don't know.
Nothing. I think it was the spelling. I think it was spelling of old days. Like the W used to be spelled like that. That's
Oh,
what
so
I
it is just
think.
the
Okay.
witch. It
I-
wasn't like a significant.
the witch. The witch.
Gotcha.
That's I believe
To
it was
be
like old
fancy.
English.
Yeah.
This is the witch.
Yes.
Oh, so it's like Dracula's way of saying
It's a
it.
Dracula's
So
witch.
Just for a little spice.
Do we want to spoil the witch? Because he said the goat.
I want to.
All right.
Yes. Well, okay, so I've only seen it like twice, and it was way long ago.
That's more than
There
I
is a
said.
goat situation, right? I mean, there's, wait, what are you doing? Stop making that
freaking
face.
out.
The
You
whites
said
of your
goats.
eyes are like traumatizing me right now. Oh my god.
I'm channeling the witch.
the witch.
It's kind of, it has the village vibe to it, where it's like, okay, animals are being slaughtered, like
Some cults.
something evil is around.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's in kind of like, I mean, what even?
It's
time
like
period
Pilgrim.
is it? Yeah.
Like it's like
It's almost like Salem witch trial.
Yeah, like right around that time.
And
Amen.
it's
no,
like
you're not.
she, it's scary,
not.
but she's also like got that like curiosity thing going on. And then by the end, she goes, they're all dancing around the fire, and she goes, rips her clothes off, and she's floating above the fire, and she's a witch. She's like, I'm doing this.
That was a
shit."
very. You're looking at
To sum it up,
Nick. That was Kenzie. That was a wonderful.
thank you. Synopsis.
synopsis
I should
of
write
the
for
film.
Netflix. I know.
Let me give it to a Nick language.
Yeah.
The devil is a goat, and the goat tempts Anna Taylor-Joy to become a witch.
Mhm.
That's basically what happens.
Okay. I need you both to leave. I'm watching this immediately. No, I'm just kidding.
It's good. You can watch it. I mean,
You could
it's
watch
not-
it. It's really not
yeah.
like. It's not like. I don't think it's. If you can watch Midsommar. This is like a lighter
I
version
could
of.
barely watch Midsommar.
Midsommar was
I
wild.
was like,
There's no like.
clicking the
There's no
10
like.
second
No,
button,
there's no like
8
huge
times.
nudity. There's no like weird
No,
sex
it's-
scene like
yeah.
Midsommar.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
in the end, it's like it's all in dark. You don't see a bunch of
It's
stuff.
mostly just like it's most like what's going on
yeah.
instead of
you
like
see her like giving into this thing, like
yeah.
She's
It's like
become
being taken
the
over.
witch.
The witch.
Got it.
she's naughty. Yeah.
Anyways, 10 Cloverfield Lane is the best of the Cloverfield movies, which is not saying much, but
Out of all two, really?
there's three. There's 3.
There's 3 movies.
There's the Cloverfield Paradox, which is
the
straight
space
hot
one,
garbage.
The space
Oh,
one.
I thought that's not a show.
No, there's
Chernobyl
no.
was a show.
Chernobyl was a
Chernobyl,
show.
again.
Real
That's
life.
a great show,
Okay,
actually.
yes. I know. I never got to watch it.
In,
live.
in the fact that it's the worst thing ever. But
Yeah, one of the worst
I
nuclear reaction
understand. Yes.
dismantles to happen, but it's a great show.
I understand.
Handled.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. 10 Cloverfield Lane is just, I think it's gripping. I think it's thrilling. I think the acting, it's 3 actors.
Keeps you guessing.
Yeah, it leads into the strengths.
It's like a bottle movie where you're stuck in one room and it's still super compelling. And then the end just like,
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
I love, like, my favorite thing is when you can't guess the ending to a movie. Because
Oh, yeah.
for us, I feel like it's so easy sometimes, or at least for me.
You do try, though. Like, you try to know what, like, you don't want to be surprised.
Right.
You're not typically somebody who's just, like, gives themselves over to the movie to let them.
But I think there's a thing of like, we see a lot of movies.
It's
like
true,
all of us
yeah.
see a lot of movies.
I think
It's like,
the average viewer is just like, I'm here to enjoy a film. Whereas once you've watched enough, you're kind of like, what makes you different?
You're like,
So
I'm
you
here
analyze-
to judge you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
So something like The
Yeah.
Witch is like, oh, that was shocking because it was like just so different.
Yeah.
Yes. So I get that. But the end of Cloverfield Lane is like, it's also just very shocking. It was like, you don't know if he's telling the truth.
I agree. It was on my list. Like I said, it was on my list for sequels. But yeah, I did like it.
I think again, there's that step ladder of like, if you want very light horror fun, you go with yours. If you want like kind of a mid-tier thriller, you go with mine. If you want like real heavy horror, you go with The Witch.
Yeah.
I got you. If that's what you want.
Man, supply
pick.
and demand.
Great pick.
All right, where are we going next, friends?
Drama.
Or are we just going over like what other ones?
What we
like?
Yeah.
picked. Well, what we picked.
and
in
why
that
it's the best.
category. Like, so we're just gonna now
Oh,
dive
got
into
you.
the
Oh, we
movies.
pick a drama with a rival.
Yeah.
Best movie of all time. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.
Here,
I'm
let me get your
sorry.
soapbox
The
ready.
Oscars that year would disagree, but but they
That's true.
suck.
She does have you there.
A Monster Calls. Let's start with A Monster's Call.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's.
One's critically acclaimed. One's the best movie of all time. Let's start with the other
Let's
one.
start with Nick's hot garbage. Get that shit out of the way.
Way to set me up, big guy.
Take it away.
Fair enough. Okay.
That was good.
Yeah. Okay. This was one of those films where I rented it going, this seems interesting, and ended up, it's one of those where I had very low expectations, or just kind of like, let's just rent this movie. It looks kind of cool. Liam Neeson not trying to save his daughter. That sounds interesting to
No
me,
shit.
you know? So I was
Branch
like,
out
that's
a bit.
cool. And the idea of like grief being a real thing. And so this was just, I like when movies try to like tackle something that could actually happen in real life. And so this was just a cool like lesson on like, you can't control everything, but you know what you can do? You can prepare, and you can do everything you can to know, like, no matter what ends up happening in the end, you can be stronger because of it. And so the message of it all was just really like good. I wasn't going through any like time of grief, but I felt like if I were to go through something like that, I could go back to this movie and be like, this taught me some things.
Well,
So,
yeah, it's like the kid is living through grief in a different way. He's like,
yeah.
what if my mind creates this monster of like trying to live through this?
Well, and it's like grief, I think, scares us all when we're not in it, but actually when we are in it, it can be a thing that's with us, but it doesn't have to be the thing that like defines us.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of its whole point, was like grief is this big scary monster, and really this tree man thing that was like Liam Neeson.
Mr. Neeson.
The grief is actually like something that's meant to like wash over you, but it's something you still can endure and get through because you're strong enough. And it was like, all right, over to you guys.
That gives me vibes of
I
like.
really don't want to diminish
Yeah, no
how much that movie is good.
He's like, I hope you feel like shit now, Michael.
Mine won the Academy Award.
Suck
Mine's
on
the
that
best
one,
movie
bye.
ever. Let's talk about The Monster Calls. What's that about, huh?
No, I think that sounds like a good movie. It gives
I'm
me
triggered. It's fine.
it gives me the same vibes of like Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close.
Yes,
Yeah.
same thing, yeah.
Which is again like you look at grief in a crazy way, like
Yep.
him sitting there
Oh, that movie's-
listening to
oh, yeah.
his dad leave
Yep.
messages as
Yep.
the
Oh, yeah.
building is burning. You know, it's like, and him just sitting there like, nope, I can't face it. I can't pick
Yeah.
up the phone. I can't do it. Like, that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
I also think we sometimes take for granted when a movie can literally make you feel something, like how actually like miraculous that is. Like some guy was like, or some lady or guy, I don't remember who directed it, but anyway, had a camera and was like, if we film it this way with this sound and this as the plot, people are going to be moved. That's insane that can actually exist. And so this is just one of those moments where they knew what they were doing and they just executed.
You want to talk about being moved by a movie?
Yeah, please.
The Witch, right?
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
I was so moved to kill some zombies. Am I right?
Unbelievable.
This is awesome.
You're insane.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
I'm so sorry. You're
What
not sorry.
What an absolute tee up. That was insane.
Arrival.
Yeah,
Let's just say, directed by one of the greatest directors of our generation. Denis Villeneuve, who's going to be creating Nick's new favorite movie, Dune.
Spice is flowing.
The best movie he has ever directed. I know. We got some Prisoner fans in the room, aka 2 of them.
Yep.
So it's a hard sell for me to say this.
But I get it. We had that conversation.
We had that conversation before. We had a Not As United prequel that will never be released because it has been deleted.
Talk accident. About found footage. That would be a miracle. We
discussed the movie Arrival. It is now lost to time.
Maybe we'll go back.
Yes, because it is one of the greatest movies of all time.
We do like it a lot.
I have a personal feeling with Arrival where like it's just one of those movies where it just hits me every time. Like the choice of like, you know, giving this. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much because I want you to watch the movie.
Yeah,
but
hard.
I just have a very personal connection with this movie, and I think a lot of people could, and just like the way that it does with like language. And like it's a very like it is a slower burn of an alien invasion movie, but I think like it just works so well, and it's just it's paced well even for being quote unquote slow. I love the movie, and I don't know how much I can say besides I just love this movie.
I think that is Amy Adams' best movie.
Oh, without a doubt. I feel like Amy Adams gets typecast, and like I don't like her major role is Lois Lane, and I just don't think I just don't think like a lot of people.
I was thinking Enchanted.
Oh, that too. That too.
Arrival's good, but it ain't no Enchanted.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
Oh my god!
Oh, Giselle.
Oh, Giselle. But this is her best movie.
It's awesome.
Hands down.
It's awesome.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's by far the most. It's one of the most grounded alien movies I can think of, besides like Signs. But even Signs was still kind of like extra, like it's still like the alien invasion classic, whereas Arrival was like what connects all of us, even us with a different species of like alien, is language, and that's kind of a cool topic. Dude. And you got to give Denis Villeneuve like credit. He always directs movies that seem to be incredibly grounded, even if they're incredibly fantastical.
Yeah, he can make a Prisoners movie that's literally so grounded in like this detective noir, like kidnap story, and then he makes a same grounded level movie and an extraterrestrial invasion movie. Like,
yeah,
I think what's crazy is to make a movie about aliens coming to Earth. And it's really just about like love.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's like incredible.
It's about the love. It's a love story, really, and it's just like,
crazy.
And that's so crazy to be like, and that's just so human to me, and like that's why I just love it so much. Beautiful. It's a beautiful movie, and it's just
it really is. Oh, it's so good. The only thing that Prisoners has is that ending, and I am just a sucker for an ending that you can't see coming.
It is an iconic ending. Yeah,
that's fair.
I can watch 2 hours of hot garbage, and the ending, if I didn't guess it, I'm like, this movie fucking rocks. This movie's awesome. Because like if it can leave you like, I hate when you watch a movie and the ending like seals it all up perfectly, and it's like, okay, now what do I do with my life? I wanted you to fuck up my life. I wanted to look at shit different when I wake up tomorrow. That's
Prisoners gives you the perfect amount of ingredients to piss you off and give you enough to go, oh frick, do I know enough to know?
Yeah, and again, just like how far will you go to get your kid back? Like that
100%.
Anger and frustration is like real.
I'm curious in like a pre-dad Nick versus like a post-dad Nick, if like I would feel differently watching Prisoners, because I don't know, but like I think pre-dad's like, oh duh, why would anyone react like that? That's incredibly, like, whatever. And then it's like, I don't know, if you have your own flesh and blood, like, stolen from you, you might freak out a little bit, like, no matter what you believe.
I might beat up Paul Dano in an abandoned apartment building, yeah.
So, we'll see.
All right, Moonlight.
I was gonna say we could go on for that forever. Just cut it off. Cut it off. Okay, Moonlight. Did either of you see Moonlight?
I saw Moonlight.
You saw Moonlight. Okay, good. I didn't watch that until like maybe 2020 or maybe 2019, maybe just the year after.
Okay.
Like when it won, I had not seen it. I thought it was awesome because I just love a movie with all black cast or like mainly black cast. Love it. It's interesting. Like it's just instantly something different. It's like yes, let's watch that. But yeah, it's like I like that there's like 3 separate phases.
Yeah,
3 separate stages of life. Just the way it was done like that is like it just shows how he was shaped and stuff. And then in the end, it's like again, kind of a spoiler, but it's like all he wants is like to be held. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like he's this hard guy, he's this drug dealer, he's this, you know, does all this sketchy shit, and he's this big scary guy, and it's in the end he's just like, I just haven't even been touched since you. And it's like,
we just want love.
Oh my god, I never cried more in my life ever.
Yeah.
Mic drop, I'm out of here, bye.
Mic drop. You guys and your mic drop.
Just like, oh my god, right?
2016 is one of the years for some reason I was like, I'm gonna watch every Oscar-nominated movie of Best Picture, and I watched Moonlight the night before the Oscars came out. And the classic story is that La La Land won the Oscars for a hot 2 minutes.
That was insane.
Insane.
The craziest thing that's like ever happened at the Oscars. Oh my
Do you guys think Moonlight deserves the Oscar over La La Land?
I do, 100%.
Okay.
La La Land's lovely, but like as far as like a story with like depth and like something different. Moonlight needed that one.
I think it's like a statement win, really.
Yeah.
It's like La La Land is like the typical, Hollywood. It's about music. It's about Hollywood making it into business.
It's all shit that's been done before.
Yeah, I'm like I love La La Land,
like it.
and like we'll talk about it in a little bit. Like
it's
it's a wonderful musical, and it's like very uplifting. Also, like like another thing about love, and like what would you choose of love or your life or whatever. But Moonlight was definitely like during that time was just like a statement for like the Academy choosing this all black cast about a gay man, and it's just like it was such a departure from what they would choose.
Yeah,
that's
which, yeah, honestly, like that's all true, but I hate to even paint it like that. It was a beautiful story.
Yeah, I'll take away all the politics about it. The movie is still good.
I hate for it to be like,
it's not only
it checked
good
the boxes,
because
you know.
X. It's also good because it's just straight good.
Because straight up the Oscars, it's all old ass white men voting on those movies, and I really don't give a fuck what they think. I really don't. But this time I'm like, really you got it right this time, did you? Yeah. So, yeah, but no, I agree. It was like finally fucking something different.
Yeah.
Like,
but the truth of the thing is like this shouldn't be the outlier that's coming in as like
you shouldn't pick it for checking boxes. You should pick it for being a great
the fact itself, it's still a good movie. It's just like it's a love story, and it's like taking over these 3 parts of this person's life is like it's that's what really gives it some depth. Is like these 3 different stories of like you could set that with anybody, you know. It's like and that would just be like hey, this creates just like a beautiful story.
And what's crazy with that is like too, if you're gonna do a movie like that, you better get 3 rounds of
fantastic actors. Are you kidding? Yeah,
which is like
incredibly
hard.
difficult.
Yeah. So I recognize that too, and just thought, dang, that's a tough one. But I just thought it was done really well, and just the message too of it, like just being so like sensitive at the end, just like kid just needs a hug, just had a horrible fucking life, and it's just like
it's crazy what like held. One act of kindness could do to somebody. Like I don't think we truly understand like the full effect of what
we talk about time. It's like
it's like you don't have to be proud of everyone. You could just like be nice.
Yeah. You just could be a good person.
I got a pee.
What's our next category, folks?
I mean, we already talked a little bit about La La Land. Do you want me to just go ahead and get it out of the way?
Yeah.
We can do comedy musical. Okay.
Still talk about that.
What?
So I would still talk about that.
No, I know. I just meant like since that was what we previously talked about, it might just make sense to go ahead and talk about that. And since I'm the one who goes first, I'll go with La La Land. delightful film. Great songs. Yeah, it does kind of tackle the whole kind of the Hollywood thing of like what does it cost in order to make it, and I'm going to go into some spoilers here. What really made this movie special wasn't that in order to get popular they had to break up their relationship. For me, what made it special was that they never actually had to. They just never envisioned that they could be successful and be together.
Yeah.
And that's what that beautiful, like, what if is at the end of that film, where you get to, like, flash back and see, like, actually, if they would have just not tried to go win the way that they wanted and just would have won the way that they could, they actually both could have been successful and happy and together. And I think that's just, like, a really cool lesson at the end of it all, to be like, be careful what you wish for, because you think you might have to give up everything to chase your dream. And it's like, actually, no, you don't have to give up every good thing in order to make it.
Right.
Because ultimately, they both were a little empty, even with their success that they chose. And so they both kind of like almost made a deal with the devil kind of at the end, where it's like, I got success, but I ideally would have loved to have had
this person that I love so much.
This person that I actually love. And so that ending is what kills me. Is like, now granted, it's a what if and everything works out perfectly. So if you don't think that that's a good thing, then I totally understand.
What do you mean the what if wasn't real, but like,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, the what if worked out so perfectly that they could have also stayed together and been unsuccessful.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't talk about all the what ifs.
Yeah.
In this what if, they stayed together and they were able to be successful. Yeah. So it's just one of those things that, like, that's what really stuck with me is, yes, it's beautiful, yes, whatever, but ultimately what ends up staying with you isn't the fame. It isn't like, now that you've got a club, now you're full. It's like, that was your dream, but really it's the people that are in your circle that ultimately will fill your cup, kind of a thing.
Yeah, so what you're saying is the real musical is the friends we make along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amen. So I just thought that was kind of a cool, in-depth little 15 minutes at the end of that movie to be like, oh, wow, that totally flipped it on its head.
I think the end of La La Land is very good. I think the beginning up to the planetarium is very good. That middle portion is okay.
But you get some John Legend in there.
Ooh.
No.
I'm going to start a fire.
Ooh,
Not
I'm going to start a
movie,
fire.
No.
Ooh. That's what Ryan Gosling does.
That's why I call you Mad Dog.
Thank you. All right. I yield the rest of my time.
All right, what else we got? Okay. Comedy, Edge of 17.
Walk me through it. I need to see it.
Oh my god. I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just like, which I only saw it once, so I can't even tell
coming
you.
Coming of age,
details.
kind of.
It's just a coming of age thing, and it's just so freaking funny because it's so cringy. And I mean, it kind of is like cringy, like 8th grade, but like more mature.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. But no, Woody Harrelson's hilarious. Like, she just is he's the teacher she goes to. She's like, I think I'm gonna kill myself today, you know. And he's like, oh, I mean, if that's what you think is the right thing to do, you know. It's just it's like dark humor, but it's also like very real issues, and it's just a good laugh.
Yeah,
it's so funny. Cool. I think it's on Netflix too.
Probably.
Or it was on something.
Maybe I think I saw it on Amazon.
And probably now that I said that, they just took it off.
Oh
Netflix
yeah, it's like once you put it into the
once you realize it's there, they're like, oh.
Yeah.
No more.
Get it off.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Very funny.
Another great coming of age.
In on.
Yeah, it's just like another. It's just a solid, great coming of age.
Yeah, and I had a lot of good ones for comedy. Like Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates came out. That year.
Wow.
That
okay.
movie's fucking hilarious. Like, so funny. Like, guilty pleasure funny that I don't usually like. Like Step Brothers. I'm sorry, get over it. You're laughing at Don't Touch My Drum Set. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, but Don't Touch My Drum Set. What are you talking about?
I can't play along anymore. I really can't.
That's fine.
But no, that one is very funny, and I don't think a lot of people talked about that one. But the duo of Zac Efron and what's that guy's name? Workaholics guy.
The Workaholic. I don't know.
Or Pitch Perfect guy.
Yeah, the guy who sings for John Mayer.
Hilarious.
I don't know.
And Aubrey Plaza. I mean,
classic.
So funny.
Question: Booksmart or Edge of 17?
Booksmart.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
Because
Yeah.
they kind of both feel like maybe same genre, but I was curious of what your favorite was.
Booksmart, I think, is more fun because the duo,
That's
the
fair.
duo,
There's
it's
two
more
main-
banter,
okay.
which like I look at that and I see me and my friends just, oh my god, you're not allowed to look this.
Edge
pretty
of 17
today.
is almost darker, and like
yeah.
Booksmart's a little more fun,
Sure.
and that's I would choose that as well.
That helps me get a vibe for what I'm looking at.
Yeah, there are some issues in Edge of 17.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very funny, and then it's like, whoa, this is a real
Yeah.
issue
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Interesting.
they're both really good.
Yeah.
All right, walk me through.
Look, I just
Hidden
want to
Figures.
understand why I got so much backlash for choosing Hidden Figures.
I thought that would just be a drama. I haven't seen
That
it.
feels like
I thought that would
it's
be a
definitely
drama.
the secondary genre of that film, but it's still you're right.
That
So I think
movie is
that's why
good.
it's surprising.
The trio,
That makes me feel really good about Girl on the Train being my action. I mean, I'm just saying.
There you go.
that movie is a comedy. I will look it up right now. That movie is a comedy.
I'm not questioning. I'm just saying it just was like, oh, like classic, like
Classic. I think it's a fun movie. I mean, like, I think it's an extremely important story to tell. Look at that.
it's not even mentioned on IMDb as a comedy,
Oh,
but that's fine.
wow.
Just biography, drama, history.
Feels bad.
So that's why I think you got the reaction you got.
All
But
right.
I'm sure it's funny.
Have none of you seen it?
I have not seen
No.
it.
Oh.
That is one I didn't see. I should.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's got Kevin Costner.
We're
in it.
uncultured, so don't. Yeah. Don't.
I
take
just
what
think
we
this
say
the
seriously.
trio of ladies, they're great.
Okay.
And they bounce off each other, and it is a comedy in that respect, where they like when they're all hanging out, it's just really fun. I think it's an extremely important story to tell that I didn't really know about. Like, I it's like just like these women that were really instrumental in getting us to the moon. Like, how is that,
That
like
no one talks
that
about.
no one talks about?
Yeah.
So like, I think it's just a
I'm
really
all
great
for that.
story to tell. I think it's told very well. I think it's just look, I will use the word fun because it is a fun movie.
Okay. Like I
Um,
said, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
So
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed it. I think again the three main actresses are just what carries that movie so well. And then it's just something that needs to be told. So,
I'm all for any movie talking about the good that women do in this world. I'm all for it. Like, I'm hardcore about it. I love it, so I need to watch that one.
I believe you, but everything it was nominated under, it wasn't. Like, so for Golden Globes, they do have a category that's comedy musical.
Look,
and
Nick,
it
I don't
wasn't
want to
nominated.
hear it.
I'm
Nick.
just saying. Just saying.
Girl on the Train.
Just
was a
understand
stretch
that's
for me.
why our reaction was like, oh, interesting, because I think it's probably more considered a drama. That's okay.
It's a drama comedy.
Yeah, just like
A dramedy.
Pride and Prejudice is and Zombies is
The
a
worst
drama
movie of
zombies.
2016. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
This is a guy who loves Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. So I mean,
I didn't even see that one.
Pick a lane, people. I don't get these weird.
I'm
movies.
staring
I don't
into
get
the
it.
mic right now because I'm so upset. Okay. All right. So next category. What did we do? Have we done sequel remake yet?
No.
Okay. I can start us off. Split was dope AF.
I yield my time.
Yep. That's no. Crazy movie about a guy who like may or may not have this like
Ability.
other personalities that like can trigger this ultimate like they bow down to this like final form where he becomes this thing called the Beast, which he claims is like physically alters his body and he becomes like super strong and stuff. And it's like, is this just a state of mind, a myth? You don't really know. And he just keeps warning people about it, and he kidnaps these girls, and you're just like, what is this guy doing? But like different versions of himself. James McAvoy just acts as like I think like over a I don't know.
I think
maybe
it's
a
9 personalities. or
9
something
that
like
you see, but like 23 that are like the total. You know?
Yeah, the 8 personalities are servicing the one.
Something,
main
yeah.
one
Yeah.
Or something.
And then when things go sideways and like the beast is unleashed, you're kind of like, uh-oh, this looks like it's kind of real. Like starts bending bars, and you're just like, this is terrifying.
Oh, he's legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Split itself as a standalone is a great movie.
Yeah.
Really good. The part that's like blows your mind is literally like that is being connected into this unbreakable universe that we haven't seen a movie in 15 plus years. but I just don't know if that over amplifies it in our mind.
Well, so for me, I also just like the slight supernatural aspects of it, where it's like it's almost believable that somebody could just be like
kind of strong.
What if like when you were created you just kind of like accidentally got a little extra dose of like strength, so you're just like above what the like
threshold,
the max strength could be. So like Bruce Willis, normal looking dude, max weight that could be lifted was like 300 pounds, and he can just lift 400 pounds.
Right.
Like, what do you do with that? Like, just a little bit.
I kind of like that. It's the people in that
they're not straight
they
superheroes.
Just have a little extra something that it's like you're super, but like
it's kind
you're
of
not
possible.
flying around with a cape on.
You're not bulletproof, but you
Yes.
might just be able to last a little bit
advanced.
long. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're an advanced so I think that's just kind of neat and scary, because when you throw that in with like this mental illness, you're just like, oh, this is terrifying, because what if one of you actually does have supernatural powers? And I think James McAvoy just eats up everything.
Oh,
so
num. Am I right?
it's probably, for me, it's not that it's connected to Unbreakable. I think it's James McAvoy's performance that just like
he plays 9 characters, like
Yeah.
literally.
I think that for me it
Yeah.
was just like this movie could not be connected, and I'd still just be like, you need to see James McAvoy pop off in this movie.
Fair. Yeah.
It didn't even get me before I saw. I'm saying
It
the
did get
opposite.
you, yeah.
It did get me before I saw Bruce Willis, because at that end, it's like, I mean, when it comes down to it, he has a mental illness, right?
Yeah.
He had a rough upbringing. He's messed up. That's
Right.
how it is. And then he sees her like cuts on her arms or whatever,
Yep.
and he's like, "Oh my god,
you're like me."
You're like me."
Yeah, that was a really cool
That
moment.
was like,
yeah.
I loved that, because it was just like it seemed like he was picking these ungrateful, clueless girls that, which
they're too
you
pure.
shouldn't pick those either. Kidnapping is wrong. I would just like to say that.
Lots of kidnapping in this episode a little bit.
Yeah,
There's a type.
But if you're gonna kidnap someone,
Yeah.
no. But it seemed like he was picking these girls that were like seemingly pure and like kind of clueless about the hard stuff or whatever.
You are pure.
Yeah. And he just kind of looked at her like, "Oh, you get it." Like I liked that there was that like a random connection that should not have been made. It seemed a very like, two random people to find something in common, but they did.
I also think too, like, this was the movie that James McAvoy didn't have to make, because he was making that like superhero movie,
Yeah, he was making
like Money.
Yeah, X-Men money.
Like in the peak of his like successful career of like financially, I feel like he didn't have to risk it on a horror film.
Yeah.
And he did, and it like excelled. So that's where I just kind of was like, this is where like horror gets most often, I think, overlooked for like performances.
Right.
So why not highlight when like the performances were dope?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why I
will
picked what I
say,
picked.
yeah, this was a good, like, I don't know if I guess it started in 2016, but like I feel like this is where it started to be like
Recognizing horror.
Yeah, right. Like there's more to horror movies, which there are horror
Yeah.
movies that have no substance. Yes,
Right.
but
Yeah.
a lot of them do, and I like
Yeah.
don't get why people don't get that. They're just like, "Oh, that's scary. I don't want to watch that." And I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, though, there's so much more to it."
And
Like,
the superhero genre intersects with this
Mhm.
like horror
Yeah.
genre, which is like,
That's a Nick combo.
that's an interesting combo
Yeah.
that like I don't think typically you're seeing. Like this isn't getting all of the like PG-13 viewers. This is adult, you know.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well, it's interesting that both of you, for your sequel remakes, picked horror.
Yeah.
So that could be something like, oh, the strength of horror is coming in this year, or just
Typically
coming
sequels
back.
are weaker
Yeah.
in the horror genre specifically too.
Oh, definitely with horror. Yeah.
Amen, brother man.
Brother man.
Which I would say Unbreakable wasn't horror, it was thriller, and then the sequel
This was
happened to
definitely
be
horror. Yeah. It just happened to be a different genre.
Yep.
Definitely.
And Glass, I wouldn't say was my like favorite movie by any means, but it did
No.
tie them all together nicely.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just,
cool.
like,
Yeah, it was
it
fun
tied
to
up-
see.
That's
tied
the
up the
one I
loose
think
ends,
you
like,
give
all right, my story's
Shyamalan
done
the
now.
most grace on to
Yeah.
be like, hey,
Yeah.
You did it. You did it. You did the two, and you know
Yeah.
you got this.
He sealed it up
Yeah.
nicely, which, in a trilogy, I guess.
And the
I liked,
performances
but-
weren't weak in that movie. The plot
No.
was
No.
weak
It
because
was-
it had
Yeah.
to be turned around in two years, where he
was
took
too
like
quick.
10 years for like
Yeah.
the split. So
Yeah.
like it was also
That's
just-
the movie that's like everyone gives the most grace on for Shyamalan.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you know what? You did Split. That's all right.
He did the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
if you don't like it, then
Shoot your
you're
shot,
just
my
not a
guy,
fan.
you know?
Shoot your shot.
I'll always defend
Take your
Shyamalan. I
top,
don't care
you
what
know.
he does. So he did Signs. I owe him my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
Signs.
Signs is like, ugh,
Yep.
Mm.
yeah.
All right, Blair Witch.
Oh gosh.
Where to begin?
What's the subtitle for Blair Witch 2? It's like Blair Witch and the Blair Witch Part 2 movie here
It's
that's
literally
here.
just called
Oh,
Blair
just
Witch.
Blair Witch.
Blair
Oh.
Witch.
Yeah, and the first one was
Witch.
Blair
And
Witch.
the witch,
Yes.
the witch in the forest.
Which is kind of cool because, like, I mean, the first one was the Blair Witch Project, so it was more like, it was a little more cheesy, like,
Mhm.
oh, let's go find this thing. And in this one, it's like the Blair Witch because they found the
It's
thing.
just her, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's still like a found footage campy type thing, but more actually happens. Like, I feel like it finally satisfied the, hey, you know that movie we gave you where nothing happened at all and it really pissed you off?
This is the payoff
Yes,
for it.
yeah, you'll finally get what the witch does and what, you know, kind of
nice.
like her deal. But still, like, be shaky and like, what the hell's going on? So,
Mm.
yeah, I don't have a ton to say about it, but I was really excited when it came out because it's
Nice.
Blair Witch, it's
Mm.
iconic, and I thought it was good. So,
Right on.
you know.
Well, Captain America Civil War. Top 3 Marvel movies, that's all I gotta say.
good.
Drop mic. I think it's for a long time it was my favorite Marvel movie until obviously Endgame and Infinity War. I think the inner dynamic between Tony Stark and Steve Rogers was the crux of the movie. I think seeing the kind of like these are heroes fighting each other is always like an interesting concept to me, to be like, oh, we care for all these people and they're just like fighting each other. Airport scene, awesome.
Yep.
Introduction of Spider-Man, awesome.
Yep.
Doesn't get like logged down by the introduction of Spider-Man. It's
Black
still
Panther.
or Black Panther, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and it's still a Captain America movie, like, and it's like a Bucky story, and it's a Cap story, and like, oh, that fight scene at the end with the three of them, Bucky, Cap, and Iron Man,
Yep.
so good. Zemo, great villain.
Great villain.
Also a great dancer, as we have found out.
Yep.
I just think, hey, if you want to go sequel that builds off of literally Captain America, the first Avenger,
Yeah.
or actually it would be Winter Soldier, this is the third one. Somehow creating the best trilogy of the Marvel Cinematic
For sure.
Universe.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And you have to give credit to Captain America, who not only single-handedly like makes the best written movies in the MCU, but also handles the
heavy lifting.
main plot moving movies apart from
Yeah, this is an
Avengers.
Avenger movie,
Yeah.
but it's still also a Captain America movie. And like having that, it could have been so swallowed up by an Avengers movie, and it still like just holds so well.
That's fair. Yeah. No, that's good. I
I rest
don't
my
think
case.
Kenzie's going to have many thoughts on that one.
Thoughts on Civil War, Kenzie?
I have no thoughts.
Okay,
All right.
The Incredibles did it first.
Yep.
Prove me wrong.
That's fair. It's good. It's a good take.
The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four movie.
Wow.
Just-
I like that.
All right, let's do our action and then we'll end on wild card.
That's always fun. All right, action. I have Hacksaw Ridge. Nick, you got 13 Hours, and Kenzie, you got Girl on the Train.
Okay. Mine was another one of those historical movies of something that actually did take place. Pretty like tense movie. Like I think you get about 20 minutes of like rest of like get ready, and then the rest of it just feels like
You're living that 13
what
hours.
if you have to complete the mission and the people who tell you that you have to complete this mission also abandon you? And
Yeah.
it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty like crazy to stay true to the team that you're on, even though the team that you're on also said, by the way, we don't care if you survive, but stay loyal to us. Pretty nuts. And just kind of a cool breakout role for like John Krasinski, who I don't think did
He did The
much
Office.
action.
Oh, action wise,
Correct.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, not like.
This was
he'll
his
always be
action
known as
step.
Jim Halpert, but
Yeah.
this was the time where it's like, oh, Jim Halpert can also have abs. And
Yeah,
you're
the
like,
reason
oh, nice.
the reason we get something like
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place
Yeah.
is because of this movie.
Correct. He kind of was breaking genre a little bit for the first time. It's also a Michael Bay movie that isn't garbage.
It is a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah. So,
That might be my favorite movie. Of
yeah,
his.
like Michael Bay's like, I can make a good Transformers movie. I can also make hot garbage.
I can
Transformers
also make
movie.
4 Terry.
I can make a good movie called The Island, and then I can make like weird movies. And so it's just like he's so hit or miss, and there's always explosions and American flags. But like when you do an actual historical American like story, there doesn't have to be this like flamboyancy of like patriotism. You can just tell the story.
Yeah,
and
and,
I feel
like,
like this
have,
was like a more grounded version.
Yeah, this is like grounded, like almost like true patriotism. These people like
instead of like
sacrificing.
Optimus Prime with an American flag in the background.
Optimus Prime,
Yeah, exactly.
Autobots, America. You know what I mean?
Yes. So
Um,
that's my 13 reasons.
Why 13 hours?
13 reasons why. That's a show. Never mind. 13 hours.
I thought you were going along that line. I was with you. Going along historic war movies. Hacksaw Ridge. You want to talk about American patriotism?
performed, yeah.
This man, a pacifist, goes to war. A true American pacifist goes to war.
Yep.
And he
A
saves
British man named Andrew Garfield.
who plays an American man.
Oh my god.
I don't know the number, but he saves
Oh.
60.
Any number over 0 is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
and he
it's-
doesn't shoot a single bullet. And like the scene where like this, I don't remember, somewhere, some island in the Pacific Ocean, like going up this wall, this like this again, spoilers, whatever, this just height, basically into the clouds. Like they were like rappelling into the clouds, or whatever the opposite of rappelling is. And he just goes back, and these people keep coming back and back, and he just keeps saving his life. It's like so emotional and so like this, and the fact that it is also, again, it's also a true story, just makes it that much more impactful. And to be like, this person just sacrificing themselves for so many others, was like, war is just an awful consequence that we have with the actions that we chose to impact people's lives, is like with the story of this, of like, hey, we can still like be who we are and not have these otherworldly things change us, and you can still help people and save people.
Amen. You yield your time.
I yield my time. Also, Andrew Garfield goat
Andrew Garfield.
in this movie.
God bless him, because he like got fired as Spider-Man basically around this time, and then got
He's doing it better. He's doing better now.
yeah, he's fine.
Jeez.
All right, Kenzie, you want to talk about your action film?
Sure.
A
So,
Girl on the Train.
Girl on the Train. Have either of you seen it?
I've seen it and I read the book.
Okay. Oh, well then maybe he should just talk about it. Shit. I have not read the book. I watched it kind of on a whim, but it was about a lot more than I thought it was about. You know? I mean, the title's The Girl on the Train. Like,
It's
wow,
about a girl going on a train.
You really sucked me in. What's it
this
about?
felt like it kind of fell in the same line of like Gone Girl.
A little bit.
And was
yeah.
Gone Girl
Yeah.
the year before this?
It was 2014, I believe.
2014. okay.
Yeah, it was.
Got it. So
before.
anyway, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, is this like...
It has that vibe.
Yeah.
So, like, well, yeah, I don't want to spoil. You need to watch it.
Okay.
But I will say it's like Emily Blunt.
Oh, okay. Yep,
she's-
it's probably really good then.
It's like,
Speaking
okay.
of John Krasinski.
Look it up right now. So she just went through a divorce, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's
In
a
the
hot
movie?
mess. Yes.
Oh,
No, with John Krasinski. We're
was it?
yeah.
Yeah.
When did
No.
they get married? I mean,
No. She's a hot mess. She's drinking all the time, and basically she rides the train every morning to spy on her ex-husband's like new girl,
Mm-hmm.
and then that girl goes missing.
Yeah.
And it's like pretty easy to point the finger at the drunk that's riding the train spying on her every day, and she has a bunch of time that is unaccounted for. She can't remember where she was or
The
what
night
was
that
going on.
this girl goes missing, she was blackout drunk.
Yes. And so she literally wakes up, everybody's accusing her obviously, and she's sitting there like, I don't know if I did it or not, and I really don't. And it gets crazy from there. Like what ends up really like being the case is like, whoa, it's spicy. But yeah, it was about. I mean, it was. I didn't know what it was about. I went in going, kind of blind, and it was one that just like pleasantly surprised me. I was like, dang, I should have read this book then because this was.
Yeah.
I thought it was really well done.
I think I had a very opposite reaction to that.
Oh.
Maybe because I read the book and had like high expectations, be
Yes,
like,
that
oh,
would-
this is what it should be.
That would totally
you
change things. Yeah.
know? And
Isn't it totally different? Like the ending.
Oh man, I can't remember.
Okay.
But
It's
the
been so
person
long
the
ago.
person that does the thing
Yes.
is still the same.
It's still the same. Okay.
Maybe I think the ending might be a little different, but like
Yeah.
I love the book.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of the movie,
Okay.
but
That's
maybe I
fair.
would have
I know
liked
what
it
that's like,
going into it
Yeah.
with like nothing.
I was gonna say I went in opposite. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I'll just watch the girl on the train.
Yeah. So
And I did. But no, it was good. And Emily Blunt, it's hard to not like something she's in. She's talented. So
oh yeah, 100%.
I liked it. But I like the concept of it too. Of like, I like when it's not. I don't know. It's so easy to point at the obvious person, but it's like, oh, I know there's more to the story. Like I love when there's way more,
Right.
and it's actually a totally different story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I liked it a lot.
Fair enough.
I think it was actiony.
Sure.
Adventure-y.
I'll take your.
We're going on an adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of everything.
I realized too. We can get into wild card, but I did forget a movie because it was above the line, and so I forgot to mention it. But one of my honorable mentions is Lion.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
haven't seen it, but
What's his name? Dev
Patel.
Dev Patel. Yeah. Where that's actually based on a true story too, of like a kid who like went missing and like grew up with adopted parents and then used Google Maps to go
find
back
him,
to his late age. Anyway,
That's
nuts.
crazy.
Movie
I've heard
nuts.
so good.
That's crazy.
This was on the list of like, man, I'm gonna watch that before we do
Yeah.
this podcast. Guess what I didn't do?
And like obviously, since we're picking 6 different genres of movies, we're not picking like our 6 favorite films. So like Lion probably would have made it had I not gotten my drama, or whatever,
Right.
Yeah.
Like Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies may have gotten cut if I could have picked Lion.
Right, if you
or
like
something.
somehow did like a wild card and
Yeah.
see whatever.
So, anyway, Lion's a good one. But wild card pick, Moana. Hey, I'm gonna give credit to my
What can I
boy
say?
Lin-Manuel Miranda and
Who
like
you hate.
not being in the musical and just writing.
No shit.
My
That's
guy.
what I give him credit for.
My
Get the
guy.
hell out of the spotlight.
Yes,
Soak
exactly.
that up way too much.
I had my issues with In the Heights because I was like, oh, this is another Lin-Manuel thing. Like, hopefully he doesn't show up, and within the first 30 seconds, his face is on the screen. I'm just like,
Hey, I'm selling ice cream on the street of New York, baby.
it's like, hey,
That poor bastard.
your style,
Yeah.
I get it. It's great. People are eating it up. You don't have to be we've seen your face for the last 8 years.
He needs to take like 5 steps.
and so
down.
just having him be behind the scenes,
even
and,
even in a
letting other
higher
people
sense of like
performance, yeah.
Hamilton was even hotter than it is right
Yeah.
now. Like, yeah.
And I just think people need to understand that his performance in Hamilton is the weakest part of Hamilton. Everybody else is better than him. And so it's just like he is at his best when he's
He's writing.
writing.
Yeah.
And so like Moana is great. The songs are great. But it's like I enjoy The Rock singing more than I enjoy Lin-Manuel Miranda singing. And that's insane. That's insane. A professional
Classically
wrestler.
trained.
A professional wrestler is more enjoyable.
Yeah,
to
but
listen
like
to
you
than-
want to talk about charisma?
Yeah.
Dwayne The Rock has charisma.
No, I'm not selling. Yeah,
oozing out
I
of his
shouldn't
pores.
sell Dwayne like short, but I'm just saying like if I was looking at a guy who like is trying to make it big on Broadway versus a guy who just is like huge and just wrestling the shit out of people, but
Literally
also just
huge.
great. Yeah.
Well, and I
Anyway.
understand. I think he has a creative control issue a little bit where
Oh, for
he
sure.
has an image. He's super talented.
Yep.
But he's kind of like, no one will get this but me. And it's like, no, they will.
Yeah.
Like, do your job.
Yeah.
Be behind
Correct.
the scenes. Pick the right people. Do the thing.
And,
Like,
yeah. I just think like
it just screams
It's a-
ego, ego,
it's
ego.
a beautiful thing when you can like do your strengths and everybody benefits from it instead of I'm gonna do my strengths and then I'm gonna be the star of it. I just like couldn't get over the fact that I was like my least favorite character in Hamilton was Hamilton. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean,
this isn't about Hamilton. This is about
when you get
Moana
Leslie Odom
and-
Jr. as go.
Yeah. Or even like the King is better in the Hamilton.
Yeah.
Than and he only has like 3 songs or
Yeah.
whatever. So anyway, Moana's great because of how
He
well
just writes it.
he controlled himself.
Favorite song of Moana?
With the wind in my sails and the sea, it guides me.
Is that the title? What is the title of that
The
song?
title
How
of it, that's
Far I'll Go.
How Far I'll Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Far I'll Go or something. I love that
Wonderful-
opening song. It's like,
wonderful
I'll
song.
hey,
sing
the
the
trees.
wrong lyrics to that song all day long.
Yeah, but you had the heart of Tafiti or
Yeah,
whatever.
the soul. That song is like, I feel like that's one of Disney's best songs since Mulan. Like,
Mm.
Whoa.
When Will My Reflection Show? or
Dang,
whatever.
Oof.
that's going from a long way back.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean, though? It's
You know,
like,
I'm,
And then Disney
Gives you
had
the
the
goosies,
audacity
it's
to
like-
make a Mulan movie and then not include that song.
yeah.
Did anyone see the new
pick.
Mulan movie?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
There are some things that don't need to be redone. I hope every director's listening to this. I don't think they
I
are.
would rather-
But,
yeah.
stop touching old shit. The Lion King.
Yeah. Look,
The
all-
live
I can
action
just,
Lion
I
King.
can, I can
Look.
watch the Discovery Channel. I don't need this shit. Are you fucking
I
serious?
can watch Shark Week, but Lion Week.
What? Like,
Uh,
oh my
Look,
god.
all I'm saying is you just do a live action or remake of Treasure Planet. That's all I'm asking.
ooh,
Like
Treasure Planet.
Oh.
Or Titan
Like-
AE.
tiny, like
Yeah.
like just do that
But
before.
don't get a
Atlantis.
shit ton of lions and
Yeah.
like, all right,
In
guys,
Titan AE, what am I
cooperate
not-
here.
All right, hear me
Fuck
out.
off,
Beyonce,
like
but she's a lion. Oh, okay.
Well, that's the only way they could get people to watch this bullshit.
Oh, yo, Beyonce?
When you know what, I still didn't watch it. I was
Yeah,
like, I'm not watching.
I
a bunch of
watched Mulan
Yeah.
and was like, I think I would rather live in my own garbage can than
Be part of your world.
live in this Mulan world. Yeah.
Some things don't need to be.
They like
redone.
they even did it. The worst thing possible too is they like played in the background the melody
Oh,
of her
yeah.
song without her singing it. It's like
a fucking
why are you doing
disgrace,
this?
honestly.
Why are you doing
An actual disgrace.
this? Is like
Ugh.
this tackles so many really cool things where she as a woman literally got to honor her family
Right.
as like the most badass character, and it's like, but she has this like duality to her. It's like, anyway, why are we talking about Mulan?
Because
Freaking Lin-Manuel Miranda, you piece. Anyway,
You see what you do,
Moana.
yo bastard.
Moana. Moana's great. Great choice.
It is.
Great choice. Don't breathe. But continue to breathe. But don't
I
breathe.
just love the same category, Moana and Don't Breathe.
Yeah.
Holy
Wild card's
shit.
always so much
Fight
fun.
Moana with
Holy
Don't Breathe.
shit.
Let's do this.
Don't Breathe is unreal.
I need to
mean,
watch it.
they're
I need to
making
watch it.
another
Oh, you
one.
haven't seen it.
Or did they?
It's
make
already
it?
out.
It's
It's
already
out.
out.
Oh,
Hey,
wait,
we need
I
to
think-
watch that.
Yeah, what
It's
the
out.
hell? Why
It's
have I
out.
I'll
not
watch
seen it?
both. I'll watch both.
Don't Breathe's incredible. It's got Clay Jensen from 13 Reasons Why.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
right.
Cha-cha, throwback to
cutie
the
head.
13 hours.
Yeah. If
in there?
anybody,
Oh, 13. Oh, my God. Stop. Get
Oh,
out of here. Get
those-
out of here.
Also 13.
those are really different.
They are.
You mad dog.
No, but I don't know if people don't know what this is about. I mean, it was like really a big deal. But
Great movie.
Basically, three little shithead teenagers are robbing their neighbors, and they
Classic.
think, "Oh, we're just gonna rob the fuck out of this blind guy." And he's an old veteran, and he hears fucking everything. So, but not only that, it's like more to that. Like that seems like the main plot, and then they go in his basement. It's like, oh, that's not the main plot. This guy's evil as shit,
Oh, yeah.
and it's crazy.
All I'm going to
Just
say is
outrageous.
turkey baster.
Oh my god, yeah.
What?
It's outrageous. Like
Turkey
a
baster?
huge plot twist, which again, you know, I just love a plot twist. I'm a slut for a plot twist. I love it. And yeah.
Nick, I don't know if you could handle it.
I don't know if
Honestly.
Nick can handle this either. I don't know either. But it's like
How would you say it like relates to like Moana?
Not even in a
Christ.
slight. If you want to pick a completely more different movie than Moana, Don't Breathe.
oh my god. That just doesn't
Okay, I'm
just
interested.
sum up me and Nick's relationship. Nick picked Moana and I picked Don't Breathe.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nick, we're so cute.
And
Oh my god.
here I am in the middle with some depression and Manchester by the Sea.
Right?
Most F words in a movie?
No,
No,
that's
that's,
the Wolf
yeah.
of Wall Street.
Oh, cool.
It's an emergency.
It's
Cooper's
it's
in
an
his
emergency
pup tent.
dog. Stop and pet.
Look how
Oh, look at this man. Let's describe this dog as tiny and adorable,
he is
he's getting picked up by
small
Nicholas.
bean.
aka Bad Dog, holding a dog. Manchester by the Sea. Look, I understand now that I really like depressing movies.
It's okay.
And here's
You're a
another
sick
one.
Puppy.
Yeah, I'm a sick puppy.
Nick,
Casey Affleck giving one of his best performances of his life, and I feel like it's just so real and so like it doesn't, not to spoil, but it doesn't end like, oh, nicely. It's like, oh, hey, everything worked out just perfect. It's like, hey, look, real life, this is how it's gonna happen probably.
Okay, thank you. I prefer endings like
Yeah,
that.
and
you
so
give me a short synopsis.
man, so basically, he's a Boston man.
Love that.
Love a Boston.
By the harbor.
By the harbor, Tom Brady, the Patriots. You know,
Does
Samuel.
he drive a Hyundai Elantra?
Alejandro Alonso, park the car. All that stuff. Samuel Adams, all that.
Is his name Don McDonald?
Don
Donald?
Don McDonald thing, and I acted alone.
Holy shit.
Anyway, so like oh man, it's been a hot second since I've seen it. So he is divorced, and he's getting like he's trying to see his kid more, his son, and trying to like build that relationship up because the wife is like starting to like do other things. And so it's just like getting a relationship with this like distant parent and building that up, and like the reason that Casey Affleck became a distant parent is so heartbreaking.
Okay. It's
and
a
it
spoiler.
makes
Don't tell me.
sense, and it's 100% a spoiler.
Okay.
And so like it makes sense, and it's just like, oh, your heart just breaks for it. And like there's a moment where there's like they're like in I can't really say, but like there's a moment where you're like you feel like his desperation for wanting to understanding how he messes up, and it's just gut-wrenching. It's so heartbreaking, and I don't even know if I really recommend it, but it's really good.
What's it have to do with the sea?
Oh, it's the
Or
name of
it's
the name of the
just by the
town.
sea.
The name of the town is Manchester by the Sea.
Okay.
Manchester by the Sea.
By the harbor.
Yeah, Manchester by the Sea. Go down to the pub and get a Sam Adams.
And then you drink it wicked hard.
Wicked hard. Well, watch the Pats game. Go Pats.
Because Tom Brady is an angel.
Well, not anymore. Tom Brady's on the.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah,
He's
we-
in Tampa Bay.
We hate Tom Brady.
No,
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Don't
Anyway.
Did you know
say
that
one.
every third woman in Boston was named Tom Brady when they were born? Anyway.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey,
We
well
did it.
done. Hey, good job. Yay.
Yay.
Anyways,
This is not clear who won.
It's not.
no.
It's
It
like
never is.
it's
That's
like
why
a,
we need you, the people.
it's like a BuzzFeed quiz.
It is.
Like, which one are
what
you?
kind of bacon are you?
Yeah. I
I'm a
love
good happy medium,
what kind
crispy.
of dog during a full moon are you?
A werewolf?
Yes.
This will be tough if two people vote. I mean, somebody's.
We've
gonna feel
gone
really
we've gone
stupid.
about 5 or 6 now. So
Oh, holy shit!
yeah, we're I don't mean to brag, but we're hitting the big times.
Paparazzi is
Yeah.
on the way.
I mean, it's always been about the dollars for me, and we haven't made any yet, but
Yeah.
we're getting there.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
I feel like we have very different lists, and it would appeal to certain whatever personality, or maybe there's a
Yeah.
movie on there. I don't know.
You have Sad Aliens
Yeah.
and Sad Army.
What do you guys think the best one on your list is?
Do you even need to ask?
Yes, because I haven't seen half yours.
Arrival.
Oh
Right,
right, duh.
yeah.
No, I don't need to ask.
The one I would probably recommend the most would be A Monster Calls,
Really?
but I think the best movie is Split. I think
La La Land's just sitting
performance-
there.
La La Land's great, but La La Land's like, what are we having for dinner? And it's like, how about this like really good frozen pizza? It's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna
Holy
be.
shit.
It's not gonna be amazing, but it's always gonna be good. It's like DiGiorno.
It's not delivery. Can I tell you that right now?
Amen. Amen. Split's like, what about a really well seasoned meatloaf with so many layers?
I want you to describe every single movie as a food. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so Split would be a really well seasoned meatloaf. La La Land's like a DiGiorno pizza, dependable. 13 hours. Oh boy, that's like a Lunchable with sriracha.
Nick.
And then A Monster Calls. Like a lot of flavor, but yikes.
Lunchables don't have a lot of flavor.
But
Sriracha does. Yeah.
If you drink a bottle of sriracha before you eat a Lunchables.
Monster Calls is like drinking a bottle of wine before just a good old plate of mashed potatoes. And then...
Nick, have you ever eaten just a dinner of mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
Multiple times in the same day. Moana. Like a good
Suckling
burrito,
pig,
like a
obviously.
good burrito bowl.
Damn, that's my choice right there.
And then Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies is like a walking taco with Doritos.
But a walking taco... All right. So you have a separate bag with Doritos?
No, the Doritos make the walking taco.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
I thought you were having a walking taco.
It's kind of trashy, but it's like, but overall, it's like gets the job done.
Look, I will not say that I have not had a dinner of just Doritos. I went through college.
Wow. I've had multiple dinners of just Doritos and chocolate milk.
Oh, hey.
We're very snacky.
we're a snacky peeps.
So there you go. There's my picks via food.
All right. What's your top pick there?
Of my list.
Yeah. That was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
I just want to...
Let
thought
me
it was
look
pretty
at it
poetic.
again.
Oh, okay. You got Girl on the Train, Edge of 17, Moonlight, Witch, Don't Breathe, and Blair Witch.
Ceviche. Let's not
Oh.
catch it on fire. Careful.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, sorry.
Do you feel Witch?
As far as like you have to watch this one, probably Moonlight.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll
Just,
check that out.
I mean,
Just dumb,
just
right?
do it. And you know what? I don't know. It's so hard for me because then the next year is Call Me by Your Name, and I will still like preach that to people. Which romance is not even my thing. I don't even care about that, and I'm just like, you don't get it. These movies are just so different. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. And Call Me by Your Name, and just the Italian, and
Mamma Mia, baby.
You Italians.
Just, oh my
Hey,
god,
Mamma Mia.
just so cozy, comfy. Love it.
Cha-cha olive oil. Anyway, over to you.
I'm sorry. You cannot just say cha-cha olive oil and then
Mozzarella.
say, hey.
It's a podcast? Yes, I can. Go ahead.
All right. Well, you probably haven't heard of any 2016 movie draft, but you have heard one from us. Not Us United. Thank you,
Amen.
everyone.
Thanks, Kenzie.
You're welcome.
We love you. And we love all of you
Te amo.
people listening. All right.
Mi gente.
Hey. Mamma Mia. Bye-bye.
All right. At gmail.com. You've just listened to Not Us United. You can find us under Not Us United on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Please leave us a review and consider subscribing to our podcast. You can reach out for future podcast topic suggestions at notusunitedpod@gmail.com.